What's up, y'all? It's Antoine Winfield Jr., safety for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What's up, y'all? This is Jahan Wolf from the New York Giants.
What's good, y'all? This is Sterling Shepard.
This is Justin Tuck. This boy, Plexico Birds, Super Bowl 42 world champion.
Chris Godwin from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What's up? This is Saquon Barkley. Dex Lawrence II.
Yo, this is Mike Evans with the Tampa Bay Bucs.
And we about to go live on Flag on the Play.
Administration said it is committed to.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the episode Flag on the Play, episode 92. Back here with the guys, man, bro. How we feeling?
Feeling great, man.
We officially hit June, which means we're about 3 months away.
June, we officially in June, about to be in training camp season, mini camp season, college football about to drop again. Madden, yeah, it's about that time, bro. We getting to that point where
Madden and the Big 25.
Best time of the year.
Yo, watch it. We really getting there. I ain't gonna lie, we really getting there, bro. But
let's hope Madden, NCAA 26 ain't as bad as 25.
Whoa.
You think it's bad?
Hey, it was awful.
It's a bad game.
Yeah, I think
tell me you're bad at the game.
We haven't. No. Let me tell you why it's bad. Mind you, understand we haven't had it for 11 years, so I understand why we were excited to have it. But I'm good at it. That's how I know it's not. I'm good at it, so it sucks. What I'm saying is that I whip ass, and even when I whip ass, I'm like, this shit cheesy. Like, I do some shit on there where I be like, this shit cheesy. You know it's bad when you do cheesy shit in the game. You be like,
this how I know
you don't even feel right.
This how I know
where I should have scored that.
NCAA always been like that game. It's been always been the arcadey game. Like,
but I think with the new graphics and the new gen system, I think you would think it'd be a little bit harder, but it's a little too easy. It's too.
That's how NCAA always been though. It's like literally like the arcade game of. That's why we love it more than Madden. It's supposed to play faster, play arcadey. Madden is supposed to be the one where it's a real chess match. Like that's what Madden's.
NCAA play like if you got a quarterback that got at least a 90 speed on NCAA, you can literally be Vic in Madden 04. Like it's ridiculous.
You ain't lying.
Literally, dog. A nigga will literally score 9 touchdowns rushing, like with a good quarterback. With a fast
I make Diego Pavia look like a first round draft pick.
Hey, okay. So I'll make Lenore Sellers really look like the best nigga in the world. So
I make Dylan Mariota really like Patrick Mahomes. Like I be getting busy with him.
But now to talk about it before we because Alkalogy chat, we're going to do the list today. Don't blame Earl. We're not gonna blame Early. Look, we're gonna finish the list today. We got mad time. We're gonna talk about a couple of stuff before we get to the tier list, but we'll get to the ranking, whatever. Now, but Early, you think man, this shit been crazy. Shout out Bama. Obviously, we've been on his pod, chopping it up, talking with his son. Feel me? He had a clip that went.
Boys pulling up too, man.
Oh yeah, make sure y'all sell the Bama to YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat.
Y'all sell the Bama shit because me and Early been pulling up there recently, been chopping it up. But there was some conversations and we was talking about the 80s and 90s again and what's his name? Coach, Coach Dante? That's his name, Dante.
Yeah, Dante Marsh, D Marsh. Yeah, D Marsh.
D Marsh brought up Warren Moon right in the NFL.
Yeah,
he was like, "Oh, you talking about Warren Moon like this and that?" I'm like, Warren Moon is not better than Russell Wilson. Now, hold up. What I mean by that, I am talking about NFL specifically. Don't talk to me about the CFL because the CFL is not the NFL. Now, did he get hold in his early days in his career to where he couldn't play in the NFL? They violated? Yes, they did, wholeheartedly. But we're only talking about NFL, and still he played 15 years in the league. And then when you really look back at it, the brother only had like 4 good years in the league, like on some real shit. Like I'm not even trying to troll, like a lot of them, he only had like 4 good seasons in the NFL, 5 max. I
give him 5
because he has a lot of.
And we gotta understand the error. We only error taxing Warren Moon in this way, and I'm being honest. This is one of them situations where it was in that time. It was a time where quarterbacks wasn't respected as to be black. Black quarterbacks wasn't respected. So a lot of Warren Moon's nostalgia and love is because it's almost like Jackie Robinson. Like Jackie Robinson wasn't that great of a baseball player, but he was one of the first to do it and pioneer it, so his name rings bells. Warren Moon goes off of legacy because you remember how black quarterbacks were hold at that time. So now you look at Warren Moon like, dog, he was one of the first ones to really get in there and look good for us. But dog, Warren Moon in today's era with the way he played, Jameis Winston?
Oh, that's not you're nasty. You're horrible.
Jameis Winston, is that you? Is that you, Jameis? Warren Moon definitely had some 25 TD, 22 pick seasons, nigga. I'm just letting y'all know.
And I'm not gonna lie. The funny part is early, it's multiple of them. Like multiple. Like 21 and 18, 23 and 21, like 21 and 21. Like
Jameis Winston, is that you?
Y'all are nasty. It's only 4 seasons he did that.
That's bad though. You don't know a lot of
4 seasons are a lot.
That's a lot of seasons.
That's bad. Like, that's
now, and mind you,
early.
Think about the name though, man. If we say Eli Manning,
y'all tax for
Will
everything
Howell,
though.
y'all don't want to hear that.
But see, this is the thing. It had nothing to do with him being black. It has something to do with him in the league where they didn't. It was way more run heavy than it is. And a lot of the black quarterbacks that previously came up in there was like pretty much glorified running backs.
Oh, yeah,
like shit, black quarterbacks still like that to this day. We just now getting black quarterbacks like CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, Cam Ward. We just now starting to get the pocket pass of black quarterback. Like that's big. Like literally, it's been since the history of the NFL. Think about it. 2025 is now when we get an abundance. And I'll probably say, I'll be realistic and say like around 2015, 2012 is where you start to get black QBs that was legit from the pocket.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about athletes. Like I'm talking about legit from the pocket. So move back to Warren Moon. Warren Moon was the archetype of that. Like it's no Cam Ward, it's no Shador. It's none of them niggas without Warren Moon because you got to think about it. It wasn't niggas throwing for 3,000 like that, Trent. Let alone besides like Jim Kelly and Phil Simms, Dan Marino. For Moon to come up in there, be a black quarterback one, and throw for 3,000. Of course, bro. Like you got to think about the context. That's revolutionary for
Bama. 4,600 yards.
Hold on. But Bama, peak game though, because you said this before, and I know a lot of media outlets and people they say this about quarterbacks in today's era who don't win anything, or they just throw for a lot of passing yards and they ain't really do shit. Warren Moon in his time was the definition. I'm gonna throw a lot of yards. I ain't doing shit. He ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, Warren.
And like, because Bama, you love to tax Matt Ryan for 28-3. The nigga literally has one
35-3.
He at least has the
He had one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like for this one, I'm saying like I think with Warren Moon, like yes, like I said, he got hold in his early days. So that's why I said I understand that. But like, bro. Now let's not go off of name value. Let's go off of what they did. When you look at the NFL careers of Russell Wilson and Warren Moon, there's no possible way you should take Warren Moon.
Bama. I don't care who the quarterback is. You don't like 700 pass attempts on 61%, 4,600 yards, 23 touchdowns, 21 picks. That's nasty no matter where you're at.
That's terrible.
That's nasty no matter what. That's Jameis Winston. We poo-poo him.
That's terrible. No. That's legitimately terrible.
I'll give Warren Moon 1990 because that's probably his best season.
Yeah, 1990 he cooked. 1995 he cooked. Like
this 1991, bro. He just threw a few picks, bro, because he a gun.
1991 he threw 21 TDs, 21 picks.
Yeah, hold on, no. Time out.
Early 18 to 19 and 94.
No. Time out. Early, you definitely can't talk about that shit because you put Brett Favre as one of the top QBs for us the 90s to run for us the 80s to the 90s. Nigga, that's Brett Favre too. And you love Brett Favre.
No, it's not. You don't want me to get to reading on Brett Favre. Brett Favre 3 years in a row was almost 13 picks. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do back-to-back MVP Brett Favre 3 years in a row. You don't want to do that.
22 and 22.
You don't want to compare Warren Moon to Brett Favre.
Wait, time out.
32 and 21.
Whoa, time out. But here's the thing.
32 and 21 is way better than 23-21.
Yeah, but Brett Favre has like 39 and 13. 34.
Wait, time out. No, we're not. Hold on, wait. Let's get two things straight. Because here's the thing. Brett Favre does have a lot of that, but also in his prime, the brother was a 3-time MVP. And they back to back.
Yeah,
and let's not act like he still has other great seasons. When you look at Warren Moon, we're gonna go down the list of Warren Moon right now. Watch this. His first year in the league, 12 and 14, ass. His next year, 15 touchdowns, 19 picks, trash. The next year, 13 TDs, 26 picks, garbage.
In today's era, Trent, how many games he played here? How many games he played here, Trent?
He played 15.
In today's era, does he finish the season? Does he make it past week 10 with that? In today's era. They
no.
bench him, right?
No.
Who's the bench, sir?
He's probably
That's
early.
what's your man that played for the Titans last year? Howard.
Early. He probably gets benched last year.
Will, that's Will Levis stats.
Wait, time out. I'm not done because
I don't know about Will Levis, but
hold on.
13-26 ain't Will Levis?
Hold on.
I don't think Will Levis is that bad.
Hold on, Early.
We'll get to you later. We'll get to you later.
He's tripping. We getting off rep. Hold on.
Sorry.
Put your camera on talking nasty.
Wait,
You can't talk nasty like that.
I ain't gonna lie,
Put your camera on talking nasty like that, nigga.
Hold on.
You gonna say
bro.
some nasty shit?
Don't
Put
get
your
it.
fucking camera on talking nasty.
I was joking, bro.
No, let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing.
Look, you know what I'm saying, though, right? That was his third year. His fourth year, 21 TDs, 18 picks. That's not good. The next year, this was the sample. This was the league. I think probably one of the lockout years. He had 11 games, 17 TDs, 8 picks. That's good. The next year, 23 and 14. Cool. That's cool. That's smooth. The next year, he cooked 33 and 13, 4,600 yards. You lead the league in passing. You cook. The next year, 23 and 21. Not good. 18 and 12.
Led the league in passing again.
But you led the league in passing, but you almost threw the same amount of picks as touchdowns. That's garbage. Like the next year, 18 and 12, then 21, 21, 18, 19, then 33 and 14. Like it's mad down, then maybe some ups. Like the nigga career is like.
Would you add context? Would it be fair to say he didn't have the receivers like Brett Favre and them had to?
You can say that. Fine.
Who was in Houston?
Favre, I guess.
You said what? Yeah, because they were running the run and shoot. You can say that. That's fine.
Who was in Houston? That's I'm seriously about that. No. I'm really asking that question.
It's not like Russ was right here throwing the Randy Moss.
Warren Moon ain't had much. What I'm saying, I'm saying it right now. Warren Moon didn't have
Tyler Lockett is solid. What are you talking about?
No, he's solid.
Always open.
He's solid, but that's probably the best weapon he's had from start to finish of his.
You don't respect Doug Baldwin.
Doug Baldwin? Go to
You don't
take.
respect Doug Baldwin.
Hold on, chill out.
That's true.
Doug Baldwin go to.
But here's one thing, though, right? Bama, even though a player doesn't have a better situation than this player, you can still evaluate what they're doing in what at that time. Though. You don't get what I'm saying? Like, I mean, just because you don't have the better weapons, you throwing you only having 10 touchdowns and almost 30 picks. That's not a receiver thing.
You want to know why Bama being nasty? I'm gonna cook Bama real quick. Who do you have a receiver, Bama?
I think
you.
Oh, because I want you to know, Sterling Sharp's last year was 94. Brett Favre went 3 MVPs, 95, 96, 97.
What?
Didn't he have Donald Driver though?
I think Warren Moon.
You think he had Donald Driver in 95?
I could be wrong. But I think Warren Moon's best receiver is Drew Hill.
And then for receiving one, I ain't gonna lie. So hold on. So Brett Favre, his receiver.
Donald Driver was drafted 99, Bama. You know
his receiver though. What's his name? So when he won his first MVP,
Antonio Freeman, right?
It was Robert Brooks. He had like 1,500 yards. The next year, it was nobody 1,000 yards and this and that. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's here and there. That's why I feel like.
Wait a minute, young fellas. Y'all know who Robert Brooks is?
I've heard of him.
I've heard of him too.
I can tell you what he looks
like.
Antonio
Freeman was nice. I know Antonio Freeman.
I remember.
You heard of Robert Brooks because it might have been one of your teachers' names in high school. You don't stop it.
But I don't know Robert Brooks.
Real quick before we get,
it's just a common name.
We just had to talk about this real quick, chat, because like I said, y'all go sub to Bama's YouTube channel, and he had a clip out there that's going pretty viral. Where I said that Warren Moon as an NFL quarterback is better than I said Warren Moon. Russell Wilson is better than Warren Moon as an NFL quarterback, and everybody disagrees. But it's like I think people are going off more of name value than what happened in niggas' career. Like that's just my point perspective.
Warren Moon is nostalgia. Like when you hear his name, that's why the old heads get so offended about it because it's like, how dare you, Warren? But it's like, nah, dog, take that love for. I get it. It was Warren Moon. The name has shined for years and things. Like that
I ain't lie.
When you start breaking down the film,
he probably got the prettiest. He probably got the prettiest ball I ever seen in my life. I ain't gonna lie.
Absolutely.
But nah, like he not better than Russell Wilson, bro. Respect. But
no, Russell Wilson had the luxury of having the Legion of Boom, Marshawn Lynch, quarterback.
I mean, you could argue Russell Wilson's best.
The thing is, though, that wasn't Russell Wilson. But that was his best. Russell Wilson became his best when all of them left. So
his best year was 2019.
Absolutely.
Like 2018.
You talking about the let Russ cook, and then it was like pretty much 50-50. It was pretty much 50-50. It's either he'll cook gumbo or chitlins. You talking about that Russ that was better? That was true.
When was Russ bad? When was Russ bad to you?
That only happened. Hold on. That was only.
He was really the first.
That was only that 1 year you're talking about when 2020 he went wild. He still went crazy. Is that
he still went crazy? But it was
play. Even though he still went crazy, his play in the first half, which was crazy, it dipped. But he was
second half.
I mean, he also got hurt. He also got hurt that year. Didn't he miss?
No, like 2019,
2020 he was
really good.
That was the next year done.
But like I remember for like 5 years, Russell, like it was like, damn, if they had this Russ when they had them defenses, it was like when everybody started to leave and it was just him, it was like, dog, the way Russell was a top 3 quarterback in the league, dog. Like for real,
he whoa.
Let's not drag it. Let's not drag it.
3 to 5, 3 to 5, 3 to 5.
He was 5.
I might give you 5. I might give you 5. I'm maybe.
Like 5.
I don't know.
He was 5. I
still might take Noodle Arm Breeze over him. I don't know. I'll give it.
Breeze ain't had
Noodle Arm Breeze. Who said that?
I'm not taking
He's talking about old age. He's talking about old Breeze.
Got the shoulder injury.
He's talking about old Breeze.
Noodle
Talking about
Arm.
injuries. He lost the arm, but before that, I think for like it was like a 5-year stretch when Russ was like at 5.
Rumor has it if you disrespect Breeze, NBA young boy shows up at your house. I'll just let you know that. I'm just letting you know. That's what the rumor say.
Like Beetlejuice.
Nah, but
What's that?
Breeze fuck with the hood too. That boy built the hood back then.
Man, what?
Alabama. When that tornado hit Alabama in 2011, real shit though. He helped build Pratt City back. Him and Nick Saban, dead ass, bro.
Breeze can walk through Baton Rouge right now and get love.
Of course.
And get love.
Yeah. He's forever stamped as
that nigga the mayor. He the mayor.
Him, Tyron. There's a couple people like you walk around the street, that shit go.
Reggie Bush, R.I.P. Will Smith.
Facts.
Will Smith.
But all right, but
Roman Harper.
moving it on. You feel what I'm saying? We're gonna go down this list. We're gonna, we go into the season. We talking about a lot of these players coming in. Cam Ward to the world, Shador, Ashton Jeanty. We're just gonna say I'm just gonna go down the list. I'm gonna name a player. I just want to tell you I just want to see where you think their ceiling is as a player when they like their top of their ceiling. So, Donnie, I'm gonna start off with you. What do you think is Cam Ward's ceiling?
Absolute best case for Cam Ward. I mean, this was my comp for him, and I'm just going to stick with it. I think at best, he's Jordan Love, where there's a lot of great, but then there's also a good amount of bad. And the question is, is he going to have enough great to overcome it? I mean, that's just kind of the question. Like, the arm talent is pretty similar. They both have that crazy out-of-structure ability. They're both, I'd say, plus athletes. Maybe not, they're not like Josh Allen or Lamar or anything like that. But still, they have the tools. They have the tools to take over, but there's just so much inconsistency that you're never really going to get. You don't know if he's ever going to get that out of him. I don't think he's going to, because he's probably he's Jordan Love. Probably like anywhere from like 12.
Your connection, are you bullshitting, Donnie?
Nah, you was lying for a little bit, Donnie. You good?
I think we got the permit.
Nigel, who you think is Cam? What do you think is Cam Ward ceiling?
For ceiling, I think I'd have to go higher than somebody like Jordan Love, like current Jordan. Like, if you think Jordan Love, if we think Jordan Love is like this is the best we're gonna see, then I'd have to go higher than that. Certainly, maybe like a top 5 guy. I could definitely see him having like a couple years.
You're high.
Let me cook for y'all real quick. At his lowest ceiling,
if he cuts out some of the stuff that he did in Miami and even at Washington State, like he can have a couple years where it's like, did he have a top 5 year? I think he has that type.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
At his lowest,
consistent top 5, I wouldn't.
At his lowest ceiling, David
Garrard.
High as early. I mean, no. At his lowest, David Garrard. At his highest, McNabb, Steve McNair. At his highest.
McNair was good. I don't know why he's old.
Hold on, time out. See, early, you be
Early stole my take. Early stole my take. I said Steve McNair since the
Bama. Early. How you gonna say Cam Ward ain't gonna be on nothing in the league?
I think, but I say that's his highest ceiling. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I think Steve McNair was. You don't want me to go see me. God rest his soul. That nigga was mid. Mid.
I know you.
Early. Even that MVP season he shared with Peyton Manning. That co-MVP season.
Why don't you like Cam Ward?
I don't like his mechanics. You know what? This is my biggest thing about Cam Ward. There's certain things that y'all letting Cam Ward get off. Like y'all will literally poo-poo Shador for athleticism. Like Cam Ward is Michael Vick or Lamar Jackson. It's weird. Like I think the media's hate for Shador because of his cockiness has created certain narratives for Cam Ward that just ain't true. Like Cam Ward being this over athletic guy. When did he show you that? When did Cam Ward show you he was Jaden Daniels or something? Like Cam Ward
versus Cal?
Huh?
Versus Cal?
I didn't say that.
Versus Cal.
I don't think he's
because the same people Bama will say the same people will poo-poo Amari Hampton's competition, but Cam Ward played the same division. He said he played same conference. Who did he play against?
So this is the only thing I'm saying, nobody's saying he Jaden Daniels, but when it comes to extending the play, buying you more time than what's allotted, Cam Ward is leagues above Shador. That's not even a slight to Shador. That because Shador's eliteness is how he can deliver a ball under pressure. Like that's where Shador is elite at. Being able to get your chest plate blown to pieces and deliver a ball on the money. That's where Shador is elite at. Cam Ward is elite at how he can extend the play and then throw a piss missile right out extending the play. Like he did it several times. When he threw it to the 10th year tight end, he was getting stacked. He spin out of it and he pushes the ball forward like that. You could break when he played Florida, he spin out of it, then he throw the piss missile across his body. Cam Ward, that's what we talking about. He's more athletic than Shador. It's just how he can extend the play. Now, is he finna just run down the field for 50, 60 yards? Yeah. Nah, nobody's saying that. Like, I hope nobody's saying that. I don't think nobody said that. But we talking about for his athleticism, how he extends plays. It's not even no slight to Shador. It's just Shador not that type of QB.
Yeah. Yeah.
Karen, what do you think is Cam Ward selling?
So I think be careful how I say this. I think he can have a top 5 season, but as an overall player, I think he'd be a top 10 quarterback.
Mm-hmm. So kind of like what Nigel's thinking, yeah.
Like I think so. Like I think about that with Jordan Love. I think Jordan Love at some point in his career will have a top 5 season, but I also think like overall he's going to be a top 10 quarterback, like stats wise. So yeah, I don't know if I'm phrasing that correctly, but
all right, Durag, what do you think Cam Ward ceiling is?
Well, y'all is high on this man. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Jordan Love is high.
No, y'all high on Cam Ward. Yeah, I don't know what y'all see.
Like, I look at Cam Ward and I just think maybe he's along the line like saying here, like maybe like a Baker, maybe. But even then, I don't know if he's better than what Baker's probably gonna give you these past 2-3 seasons. I'll probably say as absolute top 12 to 16, maybe in that range. I also got to think about the guys who are up and coming, like Caleb, Drake.
That's true.
Maybe JJ
I like
McCarthy.
that.
You got guys coming in the
You
future.
got to throw your boo up in there, Drake May. Boy, listen here, boy. That nigga done.
I said about three.
Hey, I got to turn my camera on for this real quick. I want to let you know, Durag. Look at me right now. It's over.
I'm looking at
Drake.
Come on.
Listen here. It's over with for Drake May before that shit even started.
I ain't gonna lie, Bama. If you don't like Drake May, but you like Cam Ward, it's racist.
They
it's
already,
a little racist.
Fuck it, I'll be racist.
It's a little racist.
Fuck it, I'll be
racist. It's a little racist. It got to be race. Got to be race. Because if Drake May and Cam Ward came in the same draft, you wouldn't take Cam Ward over Drake May. There's no way.
I would. Yeah, I would.
Damn, I want you to know Drake May will be a lock top 10 quarterback next year.
What? No, the fuck he was. No, the fuck he was.
Lock top 10 is nasty, but Drake May gonna be good.
Drake May gonna be good.
You talking about the dude where they had to get rid of a 6th-round draft pick because he was starting to look better than him? All right, cool.
Yeah, you say that.
He played the Bills.
I be playing about Joe Milton. I don't care. I don't care who he played. Hey, he was on the field. Hey, I can't sit there. I'm sorry. I can't sit there and slight the Bills' backups because guess what? The backups.
It wasn't even the backups. It was a third string to the Bills.
They still better than me. Durag. They still better athletes.
They ain't shit. What the fuck?
That ain't shit. That don't mean shit.
They ain't elite, bro. You go out to a training camp. You pay that $300 because they'll let you do that. You pay that $300, go out to the training camp against the third strings and see if you can have a day like what Joe Milton did. Fuck no, you'll be in the ICU.
No, because but Drake May.
You're comparing that to what Drake May does against.
Are you comparing a regular pedestrian playing top athletes versus NFL athlete playing good versus other players?
What I'm saying is, Trent. No, I recognize that. I understand that even though they're the third string, fifth string, ninth string, they still NFL players, and you can still look. You can still look garbage.
No,
but you can still Trent. Be honest though, you can still look garbage. It's the NFL, bro. You know this, Trent. You can still look garbage versus the fifth string.
For sure.
Yeah, but
Drake May looks good.
And I hate to do it.
Players
It's not they know, but y'all finna make me do it though. Hold on, y'all finna make me do it. And I hate to do my homie like this. Trey Lance, didn't he look bad versus the fifth and sixth string in preseason? He looked.
Are you comparing Drake May to Trey Lance right now?
You just compared Trey Lance to Drake May?
No. What
he's comparing Joe Milton.
And Joe Milton's performance, what y'all slight. Y'all just said he was playing against the fifth and sixth string. But I'm trying to tell you, you still can look bad versus the fifth and sixth string.
I'm actually Bama to convince me about Joe Milton
against the first string players.
But it's the way he played though, y'all. It's the way he played. Joe Milton got a certain smoothness about him and a certain calm about him, dog. Dad, you gotta watch this is where I'm on some old school Bama shit. When you watch the way Joe Milton play, it's a certain level of calm and smooth. That's like y'all, and it's crazy because y'all love Cam Ward so much about his calm and smoothness. Joe Milton got a certain level of like, I deserve to be out here, and there's no fear in him that I just like to see. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I do believe he get a chance, he's gonna be a problem. Especially if you're talking about with the Cowboys, with that receiver core, and you listen, he could be a problem. Now I'm concerned about his accuracy, but his deep ball is nice. He's hella athletic. If he can get that accuracy together, he can be a problem.
He's 6'5", 230 early. He's 6'5", 230.
I have never seen a guy
look great across Michael Parsons, man.
I have never seen a guy get boys so much for beating them. Not only are we talking about the Bills, not only are we talking about the Bills
every year.
It just looked different though. It looked different when he played.
The Bills practice squad, dude. We're talking about the Bills defense that was bottom 5 in the back half of the season, and it's their practice squad players. So we're talking about a bottom 5 defense's practice squad. That's what we're hyping up.
And
Bama, but you gotta understand, Donnie, you gotta understand situation too. You gotta understand situation. He ain't playing for the Browns and he ain't playing for the Jaguars. Like, he on a team where if he get a shot, it can really look, dog. CeeDee Lamb, one of them receivers that dog. To be your first receiver to get your first start.
Hold on.
He had a
first
shot.
You saying Joe Milton should be a problem, but not Cam Ward?
Tennessee.
I just don't. But you know why? I'm gonna tell you why. It's the same thing I do with Brock Purdy, right? It's because if he's not a problem, it don't matter. Cam Ward and the pressure on him being the first overall pick. Y'all know I've had this conversation before about first overall picks. You got to be Himothy, dog. When you the first overall pick, you the Peyton Mannings, you the Andrew Luck, you the Matthew Stafford, you the Joe Burrows. Like that's my biggest thing about it because Cam Ward doesn't have the luxury the same way I was giving Bryce all the time, where he can have a 2 or 3 year span where he bad. We know this, dog. We're gonna be looking at him immediately, and now you gotta win. Somebody like Joe Milton, if you're not good, you're not good. We ain't expecting nothing out of you. Same way we did with Brock Purdy. But if Joe Milton do look good, it's like, oh, that's a win-win because he was a 6th round any damn way. But Cam Ward has to be a franchise leader from the moment he touched the Tennessee Titans football field. That level of pressure and that level of time, you don't get the same leniency a Joe Milton might get. You don't get the same leniency a Brock Purdy might get. You got to be good right away. And when you're not, Tennessee gonna brew you. Y'all wouldn't give Will Levis a chance neither. So we know what that looked like. Y'all wouldn't give Malik Willis a chance neither. Y'all wouldn't give what's your boy name that came out of Oregon that y'all love so much that ended up being for the play?
Mariota
chance. Like y'all wouldn't even give Vince Young a chance. So I'm telling you, it looked different, dog. It looked different.
But early, I ain't gonna lie to early. That's kind of nasty. Vince Young had Jeff Fisher. Jeff Fisher was a terrorist. Bro.
Yeah,
that's kind of nasty because he got rid of Chris Johnson the year after he ran for 2,000.
He definitely tried to ruin
1,300 yards. He made a lot of them dudes really reconsider playing the game of football.
Even Jared Goff. I'm just saying, them first, bro. Y'all know what I mean. You got to show flashes immediately, and especially
I agree with what you're saying.
Have been showing flashes.
I agree with what you're saying though early, but how about him coming from Incarnate Word, working his way up to Washington State, then going to Miami and still replicating everything he did from Incarnate Word? That don't make you think that he really has a chance to do it?
In Tennessee? No, he ain't
Oh,
special
no, no,
enough. I'm gonna tell you simple as that. Cam Ward ain't special enough to win in Tennessee. He ain't special enough.
They building weapons around him though. They got Calvin. They got Calvin Ridley. They got Lockett. They got Xavier Restrepo.
You talking about Gambler? The Gambler?
Oh.
What? But they gave him weapons though.
Gotta be careful. Calvin really might bet the under on his catches one game. You never know.
Hopefully, Traylon Burks look like he worthy of the first round draft. But you can't do that because he a first round. You gotta at least see if he can, because you gotta count. They wasted the first one.
Bama, he didn't.
He doesn't play enough, man. Like he's gonna get phased out just off the fact it's a new regime too.
And Tyler Boyd's still over there, right?
Yeah, Tyler Boyd. He got
he got what? Don't do that with Tyler Boyd early. You're nasty. Don't do that.
He reliable.
Will Levis had a chance, and he just
Tyler Boyd's cool. He's cool.
Jim Warren said ain't special enough isn't a football reason.
And then he get like a superstar.
When I say ain't special enough, I mean his actual ability. He ain't special enough. His actual ability ain't special enough. Like
how is his ability not special?
Donnie,
I'm glad you brought that up because that was one of the main reasons why
it's not generational.
Yo, one mic.
It really ain't. If we being honest with ourselves, it's really not generational. Y'all know it's not. His arm ain't generational. His accuracy ain't generational. His athleticism ain't generational. What are we talking about? His size ain't generational.
Can I go?
What are we talking about?
Go ahead. But let me say this real quick. Can y'all relax with that generational shit, bro? Generational is not supposed to come around every fucking season.
No, I know.
When you're the first overall pick, you should be.
Okay, so hold on, wait, Bama. I think
early. What was precedent generation?
Hold on, Bama. I think when early is talking about, he's not talking about him as a talent. I think he's talking about like when you're number one pick, you're supposed to become a generational player for your franchise. That's what I think early is talking about. I don't think he's just talking about him as a talent. Now I get it. The word generation.
Look at the history.
I think if you want to say Bama, the generational talent word has gotten like
overused.
What's name overused? Yeah,
but I agree.
Well, first round.
But look at the history though, Trent. They don't give you 2 or 3 years.
Hold on. Like the first round pick, you're supposed to be, or not even generational. You're supposed to be franchise changing.
You're supposed to be a cornerstone.
In either way, Bama, that kind of leads towards to you being a generational player. In some times, like some players, you can turn the franchise around. You won't be generational. You still be damn good, but you still have the players that are still generational, and you changing the franchise around.
You just brought up y'all just brought up somebody, Jared Goff. Jared Goff is obviously not generational, but he turned out to have a very good NFL career. He's gonna be a starter for 15, 16 years.
After that, hold up. Let's get something very clear though. Do you think, as an NFL prospect, we talking about his talent, his arm strength, his deep ball accuracy, his presence in the pocket, his other than the athleticism, I think he more athletic than Jared Goff. You think Cam Ward is a better quarterback than Jared Goff? Like from what you saw come out of college? Be honest.
I started scouting in 2017. I started scouting in 2017, so I can't comment on Jared Goff.
I can comment on Jared Goff. I would take Goff.
Oh yeah, he got Gunnar Helm too. Oh yeah, early.
It
was in the same realm because just like how Jared Goff was wilding in college, Cam Ward was bugging, especially at Miami. He bugged out. Yeah. But you want to say Goff was better?
Who did Jared Goff play for in college?
He played for Cal.
I forget he played for Cal. You got me there.
And he got old boy that head top Travis and Shamir Dyke, bro.
Do we think? And I'm gonna be nasty.
They giving him weapons, bro.
I ain't know they gave weapons, man, for sure.
Yeah,
they did.
But be for real. Jared Goff got to the Super Bowl and his coach traded him the next season, and we all know this, guys. Be for real. He was supposed to go. He was supposed to go right away in Detroit. That was the plan.
Because Jared Goff got traded because he was a limited quarterback. That's not what
I'm saying. But he was supposed to right away in Detroit. And Detroit just built something nice over there. Right. Let's be for real. He got lucky. We all know he got lucky.
Well, it's because the Lions. It's because the Lions for those 3 years they were the best drafting team in the league, and it wasn't even close. Like they just kept hitting it. They just kept hitting and hitting picks. So they just kind of kept Goff.
So, but let's keep it going. Also, because we've been on camera for a little minute. Bama, you put your camera on?
Yeah.
All right, so Bama, what do you think is Ashton Jeanty's ceiling if he hits it?
Ooh.
Oh man, my young African boy, that boy told that bitch right there. Hey, I'm done with my propaganda now. He ain't in college no more. I ain't got a text.
So you ain't be nasty no more.
That little thick nigga right there, boy.
Yo,
nigga right there, boy. I don't care, bro. I don't care. Y'all can say whatever. Maurice, drink more water. You was just about to say it, boy. My nigga, bro. Drink more water. Maurice Jones-Drew. Oh my gosh. Maurice Jones-Drew, Doug Martin. He's gonna be one of them type of backs right there, bro. A real life load, bro. Like I'm trying to tell you, people think he's finna. Oh, it's the Raiders. They ain't got bro.
Doug Martin, good.
They run game. That run game right there is finna go from 31st to top 5. You mark it behind Ashton Jeanty. You mark it. That run game is finna go from 31st. Top 5 this year.
Why do we pick and choose competition tax when we want to?
Because we nasty like that.
Okay, so
he said we.
Be honest with it.
Why you asked that earlier?
I'm nasty like that.
Because if we don't like a nigga, we'll tell you that who he played against wasn't good enough.
Yeah, for sure.
But I have argued that Mark Hampton will be the better running back out of this draft in the long run, and people tell me Mark Hampton didn't play against nobody.
Mario nice though. Mario is nice.
Hey, should just
Mario nice, man.
But then Jeanty come along and it's like Boise State behind.
Yo, early, fix your camera quick. Your shit just tweet. Your shit just went sideways.
Yeah, turn to the side.
It just turned to the side for no reason.
But nah, bro. Ashton Jeanty, bro. And then people that was talking about, oh, we ain't seen him catch. The nigga played motherfucking receiver all the way into the junior year.
I'm gonna say he's a receiving back.
It showed his 2023 year he had a receiving back.
Yeah. So I like it. I think Ashton Jeanty finna be one of the league's best backs, bro.
Competition tag only applies to O-line, D-lineman.
Hell, ain't nothing wrong with that. I can see that.
Sometimes
that's not true at all.
I can see where it affects it more so towards that position group, but no.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going off numbers, Darius
if we're talking about
Alexander
competition tax, no, that shit is.
So if Shador puts up the numbers he put up in Alabama, does he go first round?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
I don't know. I don't know early because if he pulled them same antics, bro, that shit.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Because he can still slip. Maybe do he slip to the 5th round from Alabama? But
Bama, we've talked about this. Shador get y'all to the national championship game.
No, I'm not. Listen, let me correctly get this because niggas talking about I was flip flopping and I always been high on Shador, bro. I still think he better than Drake Maye. But what I'm saying, the antics he pulled though, like I'm not. Two things can be true early. Yes. Would Shador have been leagues better than Jalen Milroe? Would motherfucking Isaiah Bond would be in the league? If Shador would have went to Alabama, Isaiah Bond would be in the league. You feel me? He would have stayed, bro. Maybe even my boy that went to Ohio State, Caleb Downs would have stayed. Yes, we win back-to-back national championships. But if he pulled that same shit he pulled this whole draft, bro, he still drops, bro. Probably 3rd, 4th round. Like, he still dropped, bro. Like, even if he did go to Alabama, I fuck with Shador, though. Shador is going to be a good quarterback. Everything just got to go right for him just because of his lack of athleticism. So, everything kind of got to go right for us in between the ears as he go get in the playbook. We ain't going to talk about Shador. But, yes, I mean, I don't know. I agree with drink more water. O-line, D-line, quarterback, too. You got a competition tax.
I'm not going to lie.
To an extent, though, because Trent, you ain't just gonna be like a D2 quarterback putting up 5.
O-line, you want an O-line, D-line, quarterback, running back. Like running back, yes, that shit matters heavily. Running back,
I don't know.
Yes, it do, bro. Yes, it does. You know,
because all the running backs don't come from like top schools, though, Trent. Like
you right. I wholeheartedly get that, but like comp does matter when we talking about these players who you playing. Like we can't act like it don't. Like it do. Like it really does though. Like that shit.
Some positions more than.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you said the trenches more so than others, for sure, I get it.
Yeah.
A lot of small players make the league from small schools regardless.
Well, it's also because running back is also just one of the hardest positions to like predict because there's so many 1st round busts, but then there's also so many 7th round gems. So it's just it's tough to
even undrafted running backs.
Like Ollie Gordon, Ollie Gordon going to Miami.
He shouldn't even came out.
I mean, dude, remember
Ollie,
James Robinson's first year? That dude, James Robinson went
Oh.
undrafted. He had 1,000 yards.
Yeah, this is what I thought Ollie should have done. I thought after
He
he had that amazing year when he won the Doak Walker, he should have transferred.
Hit the portal.
But he probably got the bag of doom instead of Oklahoma
he
State.
probably did.
It was garbage. So it looks like he really like. I think Ollie gonna be nice.
I don't like that coach either. I can't remember
Mike
his
Gundy?
name.
Mike
Yeah,
Gundy?
Yeah, but let's keep it pushing though. Let's keep it. Hold on, because I think you got the NJD comp. Durag, who do you think Ashton Jeanty? What do you think Ashton Jeanty is gonna be?
I really don't have a real player comp, but I say he for sure be a top 3 back in the game. So I think like
early.
I think that's like still in the top 3.
Ashton Jeanty. Who could Ashton Jeanty be? I don't think Maurice Jones is the real. I think
I see that one.
at his lowest, I think Ahmad Bradshaw. At his highest, who a running back he could probably be like, maybe a faster. Dalvin Cook.
Shit, Dalvin Cook was elite.
I know.
Okay. Not Karen. What you think, Ashton? Where you think his ceiling could be as a player?
I've been thinking about it like recently. I think he could be Alvin Kamara, who's better between the tackles and worse.
I was gonna say Alvin, but he's just faster.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Like, Alvin has great contact balance. Jeanty has great contact balance. I see the similarities there. Obviously, Jeanty doesn't have the receiving ability, but I think Jeanty's a better pure runner than Kamara. So I think
they will abuse him like Alvin though.
That's true. Yeah,
he gonna be doing everything.
Nigel, who do you think Ashton Jeanty's comp is, or where do you think his ceiling can be as a player?
His comp, actually no, I'll stick to his ceiling. He could be like, I think he could be like what Jonathan Taylor is right now in the league. I think he can be that level, or probably have some seasons where he's higher. But Jonathan Taylor. Even the comp, I don't think is a terrible comp for Jonathan Taylor with the contact.
Shit, so you basically saying Ashton Jeanty gonna be a top 5 back for majority of his career,
basically.
I mean, majority of his prime, yes. Majority of his prime, yeah, I would say.
Could he be top 5 right away?
No.
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 I mean, he's gonna be better than Jonathan Taylor.
Simply because of where he play at. He can't. He can't because of where he play at.
I don't know. I'm not ranking. I always say no to players like that because I don't play like I don't rank nobody that ain't play yet. So
Donnie.
It's like the Bijan game.
I'm going to say no until he do it. Now, if he have a season like
we'll be able to see quick. We'll be able to see quick.
Yeah, word. Donnie, what do you think Ashton Jeanty ceiling is?
I mean, my comp for him was basically just a faster, more explosive Kamara, but in terms of like, and I'm not going to say this is the comp, but I think when 2030 rolls around, and we're talking about the team, Saquon is probably going to get the nod, and then after that, I mean, we're probably going to have conversations with like Bijan. We'll see what happens with Derrick Henry. It is the middle, but he's getting up there in age. Bijan. And I think Jeanty's going to be in there as well. So I think he can be a top 5 back. I think he can be, and people up here disagree, but I think he's on the same caliber of prospect as Bijan. Neither are good as Saquon, but both of them I feel like are on that next tier. So I think he can be around that range.
All right. We can just do one more because this Super Bowl teams list, this shit gonna probably take a minute. I'm not gonna lie. Plus we're gonna start, right? So who I want to pick here? So Donnie, what is cool. What is Travis Hunter ceiling as a wide receiver and a corner?
Oh man. Well, I mean, it's just hard because you don't know what he's going to play more of. It sounds like he's going to play more receiver, but let's just do the scenario of he either focus on wide receiver full-time or focus on corner full-time. Let's do that. I've said it before. Travis Hunter is at his absolute best. I think he's a better corner than receiver. Dude, at his best at corner, he's Champ Bailey. That's just the truth. He's Champ Bailey. He's the athlete of Champ Bailey. His ball skills on that level.
He's not the athlete of Champ Bailey. He's not.
He's
not.
Yes, he is.
He's not.
Yes,
He's not. He running 4.
If not, he's a tiny tick below.
He ain't a 4.26 guy. He ain't running 4.26.
He's not champion.
And he damn sure ain't got a 42-inch vertical.
He's like a.
He had a 37-inch vertical.
Travis is like a 4.3 flat guy.
Niggas play with Champ athleticism, dog.
Champ was
Travis got a higher vertical than
Travis is the next.
He actually doesn't, man.
He's in the next tier, but
go Google it.
In terms of what he can be, I think he can be extremely close to like a Champ Bailey, if not on that level. But I don't see that because he's not going to play full time at corner, so he's not going to fully get those mechanics down. But if he would, that's his ceiling. His ceiling at receiver, I've gone back and forth with this a lot. I talked to Norman about this the other day, and he said something kind of like a lesser OBJ, like back when OBJ was healthy. I don't know if I would go.
Justin Jefferson?
I wouldn't go that. No, I'm not going that far. I'm not going that far. For me, I would say. For me, I'd probably say. And I think he's a better contested catcher. It's not the best comp, but like, I don't know. Like he could be a top 10 receiver in the league, in my opinion, if he focused on receiver. But I don't know, like a comp. I mean, what was my comp? Well, what was my comp on my ranking?
Wilson, I think you said.
My comp for him at wide receiver was.
Wasn't it Garrett Wilson, Donnie?
Yeah, it was. And that's not terrible. He's a little bit taller. I think his catch rate is better. But
You said Garrett Wilson.
Travis Hunter was Garrett Wilson.
Travis.
No, the blue hell he wasn't.
No, you gotta get out of here.
I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you. Go ahead, Trent.
Travis, y'all are gassing Travis as a wide receiver.
Yeah, gassing him.
Travis is a way better.
At his absolute best, he can't be Garrett
way
Wilson.
better. And
for him to be Garrett Wilson, what he does,
He just gonna have to play receiver
from a
full
route
time.
running a separation standpoint. You have to come in the league with some shit like that.
That's what I'm saying. He might not be Garrett Wilson in 4 years. He might not be Garrett Wilson in 4 years.
If Travis plays receiver like how he did in college, and he can still get open and still cook, then he's literally a one-on-one athlete because him as a route runner, and like he's only separating only off his God-gifted ability.
I know he is. I know. That's why I'm saying in both these comps, it's if he focused on one, it's screw the other. That's what I'm doing.
But
if he focused full time on a wide receiver, he can learn that because I know he can. Like he's gotten better at it. Because whenever he was at Jackson State in his first year at Colorado, he was flat out just saying, "I'm a better athlete than you." Last year, you saw more technical.
I'm not gonna lie. Travis been saying, "I'm a better athlete for you for 3 years."
For sure, but last year you see the improvement. Like I saw it. I saw it on both sides of the ball.
Corner?
It's improvement, but it shouldn't like. I think Travis sitting as a quarter can be like an all-pro, crazy level.
Yeah.
Because all I'm saying is
he can be a Hall of Famer. I truly believe that.
I agree. I think Travis can be a Hall of Famer, but Garrett Wilson at receiver.
That's that.
He only gonna be Hall of Famer if he play corner.
The reason why I say that, Don, you got to think.
Not gonna be a Hall of Famer at receiver.
You got to think. If Garrett Wilson has a 1,400-yard season, almost everybody in mom gonna say he top 5. You're gonna say Travis Hunter's a top 5 wide receiver?
Yeah, because
he's a top 5 wide receiver.
They said top 10. He said top 10.
Well, I think Garrett Wilson's in the top 10. Well, he's like in the back half of the top 10.
No, they talking about Travis Hunter gonna be a top 10 receiver.
It's gonna be hard for him to get that. It's gonna be real hard.
I know it's.
Are we sure he's better than like?
I know it's. There's so many talented guys. I understand, but then again, not everyone's top 10 is the same. There's so many guys you can kind of mix and match in that. Like I think he's gonna be like if he stays full time at wide, like in this hypothetical, if he stayed full time at wide receiver, like not consensus top 10, like that's pushing it because those guys are like the elite one of one guys, but like someone who can be ranked within like the, I don't know, like the 9 to 12 and 13, 14. There's so many wide receivers that people have different opinions on. So I think you mean that if he focused full time at receiver, which he probably won't, he'll play both sides. But if he did,
yeah, he will not play both sides more than 2 seasons, bro. I hope y'all know that.
He's not playing full time both sides, but he'll play both sides.
So Nigel, what was you about to ask?
What was I about to ask? Oh, I was about to ask, are we sure he's better than like a Calvin Ridley type? We were just talking about him. Like, are we sure he's better than like a Calvin Ridley type as a receiver? And Calvin Ridley, no one has him as like a top, even barely as a top 25 guy. I feel like that's more of his realm, or maybe even a little bit below that. as a receiver.
Okay, now I feel like we're underrating Travis as a wide receiver, dude. Like,
Fine,
I'm talking
bro.
about at the NFL level. I know he
We're
dominated.
talking about the
We're
NFL
fine,
level,
we're-
though. We're not talking about.
we're
I'm not talking about the
fine,
Big
right,
12
talking
or
about?
the
We're
Pac-12.
I think
fine,
Trav
right,
can be.
using
I think
great.
Trav can come in and have a top. Like he can have an All-Pro year at corner. I don't think he can have that.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't
There's
think
so
he
many
had that
things
his
he has
first
to
year.
polish
Nigga,
on at receiver to be considered top 15, top 20.
Calvin
Y'all don't even
nigga,
understand like how NFL
nigga,
works.
He has the
Is
skill.
Travis? Can Travis be a better receiver than Darnell Mooney, nigga? What are you
That's what I'm
talking about?
saying. No.
What the fuck?
What do you mean
I
with
don't
the
know
fuck,
about that.
Donnie?
When you say
What do you mean
no,
with the fuck, Donnie?
That's a
Mooney?
fine. I think that's a
But
fine.
here's the thing, though. I think.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry
Travis-
for
Come on.
cursing. I'm trying not to curse on you.
He
If
good.
he's Darnell Mooney good, we're proud of him.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no.
Here's the thing, though, Donnie.
Bro,
Here's the thing, though. Travis
what?
is nice. Travis is nice. Darnell Mooney is a damn good receiver too. And
He's
the
a
thing
damn
is
good
too,
receiver.
Darnell not even a top 20 receiver in the game. And Darnell,
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Nice, Trent.
Because you got to think. You
So
got to
if
think.
he hold on. So
We
if
are in a,
Travis
Donnie,
Hunter
we are in a
focused-
new day
hold
of
on,
age
if
to where.
Travis Hunter focused full time on wide receiver, because
You gotta
that's what
think,
I'm doing.
Donnie,
Full
here's the
time.
thing, though. Look, but
He's not better than Darnell Mooney.
Donnie, here's I'm not saying
Donnie, it's gonna take him about 5
Donnie,
years to
that's
get
what I'm saying.
good.
We are in a new day of age, Donnie, to where Donnie, we're in a new day of age to where there are receivers that you might think are like in the 10 through 15 range that people have in a top 5.
Mhm.
Like
I
the
know,
wide
that's-
receiver pool is as deep as
It's deep.
It's
It's like 40 receivers, bro.
You can literally there's like 15 receivers. Like damn near a lot of people's like
I
people
can
say-
name 5
Hold
teams
on.
right now that
People
Travis
say-
is gonna be better than
people
the
say
1
Drake-
or the 2 on that team.
people-
He ain't gonna be
people
better than
say
T. Higgins or Chase, Devontae
People
or
say-
but here's the thing I'm
Brown.
saying, like, bro, like, for example, Donnie,
Well,
you don't have Puka Nacua.
JJ,
in your-
what's my man name?
you
I'm
don't,
sorry, JJ.
Donnie, you don't have Puka Nacua in your top 10. People have Puka Nacua top 5. Like, that's like, I'm saying, like, the people.
I'm not saying consensus top 10, guys.
I know you're not saying that. All I'm saying is, for the wide receiver part, I think it's a heavy believe it to see because I got to see how Travis' translation is as a receiver first because of his. Again, he was doing at Colorado off of God given ability before as a wide receiver part. Same thing with that corner, but I think his ball skills and what he provides at corner can be way better at wide receiver.
But could you not say his ball skills are already like some of the obviously not some of the
Yeah, it's
better-
already some of the best. He's going to come in.
It is.
It's like
It is,
Jerry
absolutely.
Judy when it was like Jerry Judy's route running at Alabama. Jerry Judy's won't come in the league as one of the best route
Yes,
runners.
and that's what I'm talking about. There were traits.
But
that
Trent, the
he-
wide receiver
there
pool
were
is so
traits-
deep
there were traits that
nowadays.
There were traits that he is going to come into the league and already be dominant at, whether that's after the catch because he's a freak of nature, he's twitched up, he's got probably the most crazy catch radius I've seen.
But Garrett Wilson, though,
But
That's
the
all-
wide
no,
receiver pool is
he's
so
more
deep
physically-
nowadays.
he's
Do you
more
think
physically-
he's
Trent, he's way more physically gifted than Garrett Wilson was. We know that.
but he's nowhere near
That's
the
just because
receiver.
That's just because he
Garrett
plays
Wilson.
both ways.
He's
Garrett
nowhere.
Wilson-
Bama.
When you talk about
Exactly.
as a wide
And if he
receiver,
focused
Donnie-
on just receiver, I think
Donnie,
he can be on
but
that
you're-
level.
wait, let me ask you
But
this,
Donnie, do you think at
Whoa,
receiver he can
whoa. Now let me ask you this. You think Travis Hunter as a wide receiver versus Garrett Wilson coming out of college, you think they in the same realm?
No.
Okay.
That's kind of like that's why I don't see the Garrett Wilson though. Like I feel like you got to beat somebody in his range.
But
Like,
Travis, but we all and we've
That's
been
why I
talking
mentioned
about this all the
Calvin
time.
Ridley. Calvin Ridley was
Travis
like
is
a
a unfinished.
Calvin
Travis
Ridley.
is a unfinished.
But
product.
Calvin Ridley's an elite route
That's
runner,
the
Nigel.
thing. Garrett
Yes,
Wilson.
yes, I
Wilson.
agree.
Garrett Wilson coming out of college had one of the highest floors I've seen in my personal years of scouting a receiver. I just thought he was going to come into the league and
he had a
be
crazy high floor.
really, really good. Like
Yeah.
his floor at the worst was like a top 20 wide receiver. That was his floor because he was so refined. Travis is an unfinished project. If
Mhm.
he only in this hypothetical, he only focuses on wide receiver and he gets with a coach that can help him fix his, actually learn the nuances of route running, actually know how to time your routes and all this stuff. Yes, he can be on that level because he's more physically gifted.
How
than
long
Garrett.
you think that takes though, Donnie?
If I say it takes a
Two
minute,
years,
though.
3 years?
Say it
maybe?
takes 2 or 3 years, right? Okay, cool. How old is he
That
now?
takes a minute,
20?
though.
How old is he now? 21? 20?
21, yeah,
22, right? So in 3 years, he'll be 25, right? In order to be considered at least a top, because the receiver pool is so deep, the top 10 to 15 receiver, you got Travis putting up at least 85 catches, 1,200 yards, 6 to 8
That's not
TDs
doable. That's not doable.
Not in the NFL.
on a consistent basis. 85 catches, 1,200 yards, 6 to 8
I
touchdowns.
mean, it's going to be tough because he has Brian Thomas on the other side, but yeah, he
I
could
think
consistently be
I think
1,000.
I think Travis is, but the thing is, I think Travis is going to eat at wide receiver this year and his first year. I'm not nothing crazy. But him and BTJ, like, if Trevor Lawrence isn't a bum, they should be good. Like Travis Hunter should eat. If Travis Hunter, like he should be good. So I can see Travis Hunter.
But he needs BTJ to be good, though, Trent. He needs BTJ to be good. He needs that number one to be a number two. If you make him number one, it's gonna be bad for him.
Oh, BTJ, I'm not worried about BTJ to be honest.
No, I'm saying like he needs a number one for him to be good.
Can't be the one.
Hold on. Why don't we think Travis can be a number one wide receiver?
Like this, I'm talking about this year.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's fine. But Early's talking about in general, because Early said if he doesn't have Brian Thomas,
I'm telling you. You say if you say it's gonna take him 3 years to get good, he's gonna need to be a number two for at least 3 years.
Travis is already like we act like he's just raw completely. He already has. He's gonna have some of the best hands in the league. He's one of the best catchers I've seen at his size. There's not a lot of guys who can make catches like he can at 6 feet tall. I don't know if I've ever seen someone do it the way he does consistently. His after the catch is already going to be some of the better in the league. Like, and as a separator, because at the end of the day, I'm sorry.
Donnie, you got to look at who he played against too, Donnie. You acting like he was playing for Alabama doing this,
just as much as being a better route runner. If he's a good separator.
He wasn't playing against the best of the best, Donnie. We have to put that in consideration. You're acting like he was playing against Alabama. He was playing for LSU. He wasn't one of them.
You got to think, though. It's
damn.
You can say it's not hand in hand.
Really. Tim McMillan went 8th overall, and he played at Arizona.
Ted is also 6'5" and played receiver his whole fucking life.
Exactly. Their body types, their play styles and body types.
Ted's a better receiver than Travis, though. So
he is.
I agree. I had Ted wide receiver 1. But it's not like there was a gap. There wasn't a gap between those two as a wide receiver. Absolutely.
Oh my god, it actually wasn't. There was no gap. There
was no gap.
A gap is gap is
there was no gap.
Yeah.
There wasn't a giant gap. No, there wasn't. They were both. I thought 1-2, and then then probably
it's just hard because because you brought up the separation point. Like even though it's not hand in hand, but it kind of is at the same point. The separation comes for the routes. Like Nico Collins is already one of the best separators, but Nico Collins really run routes. Like Nico Collins
could Nico Collins not prove my point? Because Nico Collins coming into the NFL was
not a route. No.
That man did one thing in college, and it was I'm going to run straight, and that's all I'm going to do.
No, you can't do that though because that just depends off the schemes. Because last year you was calling BTJ DJ Chark, what's his name, Junior, when all of a sudden he was just running, what's his name, was he just running a bunch of deep routes, but you can see in the league.
That's fair. That's fair, Trent. Like you could also go through each year of Nico Collins and clearly see the route running get better, like every year.
Yeah, but it's already stuck. Like it's already like kind of there. Like Trav's, it's just Trav's routes, bro. Like
because what you getting mixed up is
even if he isn't
athleticism,
bro.
Even if he isn't
for route running, bro, like the top route runners in the game are just the top. Like you come into the league already having that. Like Trav as a route runner is not that good, but him as a separator, his ability is nice. But in the NFL, you're gonna have to run them routes to really separate. You're not gonna be on.
And let me ask this.
Let's see some Tyreek Hill shit. Even Tyreek Hill, run routes.
Run routes. Yeah. Like for instance, Donnie. None of them dudes you name. What's my boy? Garrett Wilson. Shit, Calvin Ridley. None of them. Nico Collins. That little. You remember when he ran that curl and that nigga had chopped at the top of it, Travis, and he had to take all of them steps coming out of it, bro. None of them receivers you named would have done that. Like, no, regardless of whatever routes they ran, because, bro, it's just Trent noticed. It's just certain shit you pick up just playing receiver full time, bro, where it's just gonna eliminate shit like that. And you see he's in the NFL having to eliminate that, bro. So it's probably gonna take him a good 4 or 5 years to be an NFL route. I'm talking about what you talking about. Bro, I don't think you understand, bro. Garrett Wilson is silky smooth. Like his route running was silky smooth in college. So when he got to the league and he got around all those NFL players and you learning these other little tricks like this, like so now he was already leagues ahead at his route running already. So him learning them tips and tricks, it was.
So it's like the conversation that we had a couple months ago back down here on the College Ball Show. When Manny said Travis is better than Marvin Harrison Jr. coming out of college, and you wholeheartedly disagree with that. The main reason why you really wholeheartedly disagree with that because Marvin Harrison is the way more refined receiver because he's been playing wide receiver since he was a jit, like full time. Like That's what I'm saying. Like when you said Travis comes in as a top, like if he hits his ceiling, he can be a top 10 receiver in the game, bro. Nigga, that's like, bro, like that's like you saying he can be Malik Neighbors range, like because that's what Malik Neighbors beat. That's where they at right now. And it's kind of like there's mad receivers that are like.
I mean, but like if he focused full time, like I'm not like full time, it'd take a while, but like I can see him getting to that range. And like, yes, the route running isn't great. I'm not disagreeing, but there's other traits that are important of being
I agree with that. I agree.
He already is elite at. He already has some of the best hands.
That's why that's why I'm hearing him out more.
Those abilities alone, if he can even just get, I'm not saying he needs to go out there and develop into Devontae Adams. I'm not saying that. If he can go out there and just be a top 20 to 25 route runner with how special his hands and after the clutch is, then I think he can hit that range.
I agree. He beat Garrett Wilson with a little more juice. Young, he got to prove. He got to show. I'll believe that when I see that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'll believe that when I see that, bro. I'm not gonna front.
I'm saying,
but yeah, Donnie, let's get to this list though. Let's get to the Super Bowl list.
That's a good.
Who doesn't lag? My wife.
Bro, do y'all see what JJ looked like without all his refined skills? Like Jeremiah Smith. Like that's what I'm saying. Like y'all niggas not understanding. Like that's a nigga playing off athleticism, and you can still tell he's a league's better receiver than Travis, and he's a puppy playing off athleticism. Like
y'all saying Garrett Wilson, Travis got to be. Travis gonna have to play good. He gonna have to. It's gonna take him 3 years just to become Garrett Wilson. So in order to become a top 10 dude consistently, dog, like you saying, like he gonna have to
once again,
go
that's
above and beyond that. He gonna be.
That's fine.
That is a ceiling though. We are talking about ceilings too early.
Yeah, we ain't talking about.
It do take time.
Exactly.
He literally gonna be in the top 10 for a year. If it take 3 years, nigga, you got JJ and Ryan coming into the league, nigga. It's gonna get real crowded at the seats.
We're real crowded,
real crowded, bro. Like I don't think y'all realize, bro. Them niggas when they get to the league, both of them are gonna be a problem.
He said, Trent, people believe AR-15 singles as Cam Newton, but he was in the same realm as Cam coming out 7-man spot. Yeah, but
that's J-Rob. That's just J-Rob. I told J-Rob don't do that.
No, the thing is with that, bro, like, yeah, I don't even, okay, when it comes to people, like, that is total, I think that is totally different because
that play versus Utah.
I think, bro, you got to think, like, AR-15 is a unicorn. Like, Travis Hunter is a unicorn, but, like,
AR is a unit.
You can sit quarterbacks, which I think you can sit quarterbacks and let them develop and get a good coach to where they can hound in on skills. Yes, can you develop you becoming a great route runner? Yeah, but as a that takes that takes
5 years.
That's like you got to start from my game there. I can't think of an NFL wide receiver who's at the top of their game, who was considered an elite route runner, who didn't come into the league or wasn't viewed in college a great to an elite route runner. Then I can't think of one. Like I can't think of one receiver like that.
And I can think of niggas Trent who were elite come out of college and barely reached the top 10, like Michael Crabtree.
I can think of quarterbacks who consider not that good in college. To where you look them as quarterbacks, if they just got developed right, they turn into a demon. Look at Josh Allen.
Yeah,
he's that's what I'm saying. When you like
but receivers don't do that though. Yeah, exactly. If you suck in college, 9 out of 10, you're not good in the NFL.
Receivers don't do that. Like they don't do that. Like they don't. Like I said, I don't know a receiver who came into the league who wasn't that good of a route runner who became an elite route runner. I don't know one.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not. I don't think that's possible. Like it's not one. Like, so, but Young, what's good, my boy?
What's good, fellas?
You think Trav can beat Garrett Wilson with a little more juice?
If he hits his again, I don't know how likely that is. It's just if he were to be the 100% maximize his talent, that's what it would be. I don't think he's gonna get there. I don't think like
with the saying a lot.
Yeah, you just hit it on the head.
That's the
how
point
likely is it that a guy who really can't run routes comes into the league and turns into a elite route runner.
But like, that's
very
the point
Mind you, and this is what plays against him, Young. Guys like Travis who have the athleticism. See, guys like Reggie Wayne, guys who don't run that fast, guys like Chris Carter come out, like those are the people who actually hone in even more on the route running because they don't have the athleticism. Dudes who have athleticism and speed, they tend to almost slack a little bit when it comes to that because they can depend on that other stuff.
Yeah, but that's why guys like Julio are unicorns. That's why guys like the guys that are top end speed, athletic freaks, that can run routes or even are just really good run the route runners. They're unicorns.
When it comes to hitting your ceiling, like very few guys even actually hit their full true potential.
Correct.
Like they may get close, but not the maximum. Like there's only a few examples. Like I don't know. Like out of all the elite quarterbacks, are there maybe 3 or 4? Maybe. Like has Mahomes? Okay, yeah. Has Josh Allen hit his absolute highest potential? Like absolute highest?
Yes,
has he?
probably,
Yes,
yeah.
I agree.
Yes.
But we talking about receivers.
I agree. Has Lamar?
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
And then
if anything, Lamar Lamar leveled his expectation. I'm not gonna lie.
But quarterbacks do that. We talking about receivers. There are some receivers whose top
I
talents
know.
coming out of college that ain't shit now. Michael Crabtree wasn't what he was supposed to be. Michael Crabtree was been top 5 receiver. He was never top 10 in the league. Honestly,
it's just to me. It's
Justin Blackman. There are guys
I ain't gonna lie to early. I ain't gonna lie.
Justin Jefferson,
he
Tyreek
did play
Hill.
with Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick used to throw bullshit though.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
It's hard to increase at route running when you're not a good route runner than it is to become more accurate.
Drink my water. So look, y'all brought up. Antonio Brown always had the routes and forward in college.
Yeah,
he had that at FIU.
AJ Brown was always technically sound and was good. Like, and Stephon Diggs at Maryland was running routes still. Like, Stephon Diggs came into the league.
Absolutely.
Like, Stephon Diggs came into the league already like one of the better route runners.
Ready to go.
His rookie year.
Yeah, I don't think y'all saw Stephon Diggs. So
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm from DC. I know all about Stephon.
When it comes to the wide receivers, when it comes to the wide receiver position, the ability of like the route running, like you gotta like damn near see that from like the high school to like college to like you know what I'm saying, like to where like route running really is key though. Like it shit really is key.
And then y'all say will he lack in athleticism? I mean, will he lack in he'll lack in route running? He'll make up athleticism. We forget Travis like 180. Like y'all act like do y'all think he's Brandon Lloyd athletic?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. He's a top tier.
I think he can make Brandon Lloyd plays.
Time out. Hold on. Early. Let's
Lloyd was.
By the way, Corey Wilson's 185.
We're not talking about Travis negatively. We're just talking about his flaws. Let's not. Travis as an athlete, he is
top tier.
Top tier. They're top tier.
So you think he's head topping?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I've seen Travis head top. I'm talking about the best of the best, though. The best of the best. He head topping Patrick Surtain. He head topping Giles Alexander. He head topping the best of the best.
If he gets his ceiling, yes.
I've seen Smitty do it. If I see Smitty head top too, I can see Travis Hunter head topping.
You know what?
That's actually a dog. But Smitty,
but Smitty don't have to depend on head tops every play.
He don't. But I'm saying
neither does.
No,
now we're dragging.
And this is where I'll play.
Y'all saying Travis head top merchant?
Devil's advocate to Donnie's point. I'll play devil's advocate.
I got yak too. I give
Donnie's point. If you have a guy get the bit like Travis's hands and his jump ball ability, that can translate. Like DeAndre Hopkins, if DeAndre Hopkins didn't have his hands, he's not even he damn near wouldn't even be.
He's not in the league. He's not in the league.
He's not in the league. But he has some. Yes. If DeAndre Hopkins didn't have his God-gift ability in his hands, how he used to catch everything.
So we think DeAndre Hopkins could run routes.
He's really refined.
Put it like this: if D-Hop had early Jerry Judy hands, he would not be in the league.
So does Travis have D-Hop hands?
I'm not saying.
I think so.
I ain't lying. I'll be honest with you early. Travis's hands in college is one of the best you ever seen.
Donnie, I ain't gonna lie.
His hands,
I think I might have been low.
When you watch some of the
catches
he's had,
I think I might have been low.
It's literally some shit you've never seen.
You might have been on.
I've literally seen him almost tear an ACL head topping 2 people.
Yep.
Like his jump ball ability is like the top of the
He's
top.
an extreme athlete. Like even as
his hands are
Travis, one of the few niggas that when he play
You
basketball,
don't-
he
I
like
mean-
he really play basketball. Like he's like a real basketball player.
I mean, that's just how. It is.
Yeah.
Look at the. I mean, that's just. I mean, dude, he was the number one player in his recruiting class. Like, if you're the
Because
number one
of his
player in your
balls,
recruiting
yeah.
class, it's most likely because you're just a generational athlete.
Like I'm not gonna say he damn near might be a generational athlete because his
probably is.
He probably is.
Dude, Trent, look at the 5-star rankings. It was Travis,
His-
Walter Owen, Shamar Stewart. Like those guys are the freaks of
Like
freaks.
his vertical ability to get up and jump on the ball, bro. Like
he got a 40.
That he might have a 42. That shit is different, bro.
No, he got a 40 at the pro day. That's why I had looked.
I didn't know he jumped at the pro day. Yeah, bro. Like
But that's just off the vert. Like when he's running and his one-legged jump, like he is skying.
He's
soaring in there.
Bro, like
I'm not gonna take that away from him. I do kind of like when I just like if he could be Smitty, like I think that's a more realistic ceiling than Garrett Wilson. Yeah,
it's hard.
It's
It's hard.
Young.
I feel like it's hard for the Travis as a ceiling because it's like, bro, like.
No, yeah, I don't think he's ever gonna get there.
You saying Smitty, like Smitty?
I don't think he's in there either. I don't.
You saying Smitty on that same route he was stumbling on? Smitty dropped Gonzo.
No, yeah, no.
Christian Gonzalez dropped that nigga
I don't think it's
on the same route that nigga stumbled on and struggled to get out of. Smitty dropped one of the best.
I don't think Travis. I think we're gonna look at Trav like
drop him.
He's gonna be a guy. I'm not gonna say like Reek. Like we look past a lot of Tyreek's not flaws, but what he's not as good at because he has a game-breaking ability. Yeah. I think that's how we're gonna look at Trav. If you can get him the ball in space and let him work, that's what we're gonna do. Like it's not gonna be, he's not gonna. I don't think he'll ever be regarded as like a top 10.
This
decade's who?
No, do-rag. No. Travis Hunter is literally this decade clowning when it comes to ceiling and boom or bust potential. He literally is.
Show me. He got show. Like he said, he got show me.
Oh, this decade too?
Show me that.
What you mean, Dave?
Yeah, show me.
This decade too?
He got to show me he flopped like.
He said Strickland wanted to say Travis Hunter and like because we're talking about like him as a prospect and boom or bust potential. He's this generation of this decade of Jadeveon Clowney. He is.
He got to show me he flopped like Clowney did.
He is.
Show me.
He is though.
That's all I gotta say.
Jadeveon Clowney literally had like people were saying he was gonna.
No. I'm talking about the second part of that. Show me he flopped like Clowney did.
Oh,
show me.
I mean, sure, yeah.
Okay. But look though, let's
I
get
believe
into
when I see it.
Let's get into the Super Bowl team list of the ranking the best Super Bowl teams, right? Let's get into this. So we're gonna go from 05 to now.
We're doing the winners only, right?
Yeah, winners only. Winners only.
No, winners only. Okay, damn. I
Winners
was
only.
losing to.
We just show who they lost to, but we are doing winners only. Okay. I think can we all agree the worst two teams are the two Giants teams, please?
Yeah.
What?
I think it's like the Giants and the Ravens teams are like the worst teams. I think.
Wait, yes, like can we please all admit that like the Giants?
I mean, definitely 2011.
2011 is worse than 07.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Yeah, 11's definitely worse.
Yeah, 2011 D line was nasty. I mean 2007 D line was nasty.
And then Ravens, you said?
I said Baltimore. Yeah, I think Baltimore's like.
I think Baltimore is 18. Let me look at these. Hold on. You got hold on. Wait, hold on.
Maybe I don't.
Because their defense was insane. That was still the better years of the right. Like the last
you won the Super Bowl. You're gonna have.
Yeah, so I'm looking at these because you got the 05.
These is all Super Bowl winners.
Yeah, these all Super Bowl. All the Super Bowl teams from 05 to now early. So I'm looking at.
Oh, so we doing losing teams too?
No.
I only added the losing teams.
We're ranking the best Super Bowl winning teams. We're ranking the best Super Bowl winning teams from 05 to now.
Okay,
I think I put the Ravens.
So
I think that 2007 Giants team better than 05 Steelers team.
Oh
yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Yeah. I think toe for toe they beat that Steelers team toe for toe easily.
Yeah.
Okay. See,
easily.
Now I'm not gonna say easily, but I feel like
I'm gonna be real with you. That like, Big Ben was awful. That
yes, we know. Yes.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a slippery slope because even though like you can say the 07 because the 07 Giants
is the 07. It makes them. Is the 05 Steelers team have a better O line than the 07 Patriots team? No. Quarterback played better. Are the receivers better? No. So if that, and I'm saying to you, if that Giants team kills that Patriots team, that Giants team destroyed that. They bully that 05 Steelers team.
So wait, hold on. It's a slippery slope because that's the logic though. The 07 Giants might be a top 5 team. I don't think that
they should be in the top 5.
They might be the top 2 because they beat the best team that ever played in the NFL.
Yeah. That team wins. They go down in history's best team ever.
That's the best team. They beat the best team. That's what I'm saying. Like as a team, we had a great run in 2007 and 2011. Because 2011, we the first 9-17 to win the Super Bowl. That shit was crazy. That shit was generational. Like 2007, everybody from the Bucs game, the Packers game, the Cowboys game, we were all severe underdogs. Like it was a generational run on both sides.
Yeah. But there's a lot of teams on this list that I think that 07 Giants team beats.
Nah, I can't say a lot, bro.
You think they'll be high? So you think they should be like top?
They beat that 09 Saints team. They beat the 06 Colts and the 06 Steelers. Yeah, they do.
09 Saints.
Yeah, the 06 Steelers. They beat that. Oh, God damn, what was that? They beat that 15 Broncos team for sure.
No, what?
They beat that 15 Broncos team for sure. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Using a one-game sample size to dictate this is nasty.
Yeah, they do.
15
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. I don't think I understand. I don't think I understand something. First of all, that 15 Broncos D line is not better than that Giants one. That's one.
What?
They're not better than that. What? You think that 15 Broncos D line is better than that 07 Giants D line?
Is this the no-fly zone?
Pause.
Yes, no-fly zone.
I said D line, y'all. I ain't say corners.
Early. Time out early. Let's not get it twisted. Nigga, my pops coach on that 07 team. Let's not get I remember vividly. O.C. Mayor, Justin Tuck, the last year straight hand. That shit is not better than DeMarcus Ware. Then they still have Elmas Doomer.
That is the last years of DeMarcus Ware. The last years of DeMarcus Ware. The last years of DeMarcus Ware.
Who was the big white boy, the D lineman?
Derek Wolf.
Yeah.
We had the peak of Von Miller. The peak of
unit as a unit.
Y'all had Chris Canty. Y'all had Chris Canty. Y'all talking about Derek Wolf?
Did Tom Brady in the AC Championship game?
Chris Canty was like 6'10".
And I think this what y'all don't remember neither. That Peyton Manning quarterback. That Peyton Manning in 015 couldn't play football. Yeah. He couldn't play football. He couldn't play football. He literally couldn't play football.
It did not matter. You're not even wrong.
So we're going. Okay. So you're saying it's so here's the thing. You're saying what you're saying to me is this. You're saying that. Because let's get something clear too. I need something very clear to you. That Giants though O-line wasn't terrible. That's one. I want you to know.
We weren't.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. It's cool. So you saying because again we saw what happened with what Cam did. Cam didn't have anything on that team. We still got Amari Toomer at the time. We still got a Pesco Burris at the time.
Yeah.
We still got.
What are they doing versus that?
I was gonna say.
No. What I'm saying is this is what I'm saying to you. If it come down to because I think that game comes down to Eli or Peyton. 07 Eli versus 2015 Peyton at the end of the day because the defense going to rain so much.
Bro, the Super Bowl came down to 15
so Peyton doesn't have to touch the field, basically. Peyton doesn't have to touch the field, basically. Because the moment he touches the field, it's a wrap. They're killing him.
Bro, what?
If we're gonna do this,
what is 07 Eli doing against that no-fly zone defense?
I think one of the playoffs that nigga averaged 300 passing yards a game.
But again, we do realize as good as that no-fly defense was, we do understand that I'm a Panthers fan, y'all. That's my team right there. That's my team. That 15 team was my team. I love that team. We do realize we had nothing at receiver, right? Nothing.
It didn't matter.
Greg Olsen or die. Greg Olsen or bust.
But yeah,
it didn't matter for 18 games.
But this is the problem, though.
I got Plexico making a play on Chris Johnson, Chris Harris,
at least once. The Cardinals were
almost the Cardinals in the NC Championship game that year.
Oh, well, how about this? Hey, Trent, how about this, Trent? How about this? That 07 Patriots team. That 07 Patriots team. Who better? 07 Patriots or 2015 Broncos team?
07 Patriots, but you're dying on a slippery
It's a one-game sample size, though.
Bro, you do not understand. If that's the case, then the 07 Giants are a top 3 team ever. They're one of the best Super Bowl teams ever.
Like, you can't use a
That's
one
not
game
true.
sample size. I'm sorry.
We went on a great run in 07 and 2011, and we have probably the 2 most impressive wins.
Let's keep it a buck.
I take. Listen, when it come to Manning's, we know Peyton's God, but in the playoffs, Eli's God.
Okay, hold on. Okay, cool.
Let's keep it a buck.
Hold on, y'all. Do you think the 07 Giants beat the 2020 Bucs?
You thinking?
I'm gonna tell you why I'm thinking. Hold up. I'm gonna tell you why I'm thinking. Because I'm not just gonna just say something. I want to really analyze the team in my head from OCU.
I analyzed it already. Fuck no, they don't beat them. No. It's just
they beat them simply because I think they got more on both sides. And they got Tom Brady. Hold up. Can I fucking y'all young fellas? I gotta be Coach Marshall, one of these old niggas. Relax, young fellas. What I'm saying is that also Tom Brady was still elite at the time. Tom Brady was still elite at the time. I don't think y'all understand that Peyton Manning couldn't play quarterback in 2015, y'all.
Brady was running.
He couldn't play quarterback.
They had Tom Brady in a choke. They had Tom Brady seeing goal. They had him pressured like 20 times.
They had Tom Brady.
Cam Newton
like Tom Brady seeing ghosts. I'm not gonna lie. Tom Brady was really seeing ghosts.
Was seeing ghosts.
He was really in there. They couldn't do nothing with that defense.
Dude, like Von Miller.
What are we talking about? What team we talking about?
No-fly zone had the no-fly zone. Literally had the
Talib, Chris Harris.
People were literally saying
anything.
But that 2000, hold up. But that 2015, hold up. But that 2015 Patriots team. That first, what are we comparing to the 07 team?
They won the bowl the year before, but they beat the same team.
They beat the Legion of
Bowl. They started like 10-0 that year.
Did they beat the Legion of Boom the year before?
Yes.
Did they beat the Legion of Boom the year before?
Bro, come on.
Yes.
Bro. Not
they started 10-0
you're right.
Like, come on, early. Like,
it was still the same.
They didn't beat it.
Hey, Bama, you're right. They didn't beat it.
Not only are we talking about Von Miller.
No, they got drilled by the Legion of Boom, bro.
People after
they play the Broncos.
I'm talking about the Patriots. We're talking
about that Legion of Boom that didn't run the ball. Yeah, you're right. They got it.
You can't do that though.
I remember people saying after that playoff run that Von Miller had one of the greatest defensive runs from a
he legit.
Literally.
Respectfully,
Von Miller was terrorizing.
It was one of the greatest playoff runs ever.
Justin, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Respectfully, the last year Strahan not fucking with Von Miller. OC not messing with Von Miller. Justin Tuck not messing with Von Miller. None of them on the D line is not messing with Von Miller at all. Then you add DeMarcus Ware, Elmas Dumavir, Derek Wolfe. The 2015
Shaq Barrett. Just a rotation guy.
Elmas Dumavir play for that team?
Yes.
Dumaville wasn't on that team.
I'm about to say, I know he wasn't. I know my football.
I know he was. He was on there.
It
was my fault. They had Ricky Shaq Barrett as a rotation. Even then, that shit was damn. DeMarcus Ware and Von Miller is probably the best pass rush duo in 2015 still.
So I think what happens is this. I think it goes back and forth. Nobody scoring no points, and it comes down to the defense, right? So I'm telling you, if I need one drive by each quarterback on each side to determine this game. I'm taking Eli versus 2015 Peyton. That's all I'm saying. We can move on though, because we getting stuck. We can move on. Y'all ain't got to put them there. Majority vote beat me. We got to argue it all the way. I'm just telling you, I'm riding that 07 team.
It's just okay. So cool. So I'm gonna go down. We're gonna do this. We're gonna vote in order. So Donnie, who you think should be 18?
Wait. Early, do you remember how that 2007 Giants team won?
Who's talking? Young?
That's Young.
Me, yeah.
Yeah, they won with the David Tyree pat on the head.
How many times from then? When's the last time you've seen a play where that look happens?
That's one in every 1,000 plays.
That happens at least once a season, though.
But not in the Super Bowl with the game on the line. Like that has never happened.
Eli had aura that year, man. That's all it is, man. Eli had aura that year.
Strahan is better than Von Miller.
Yo, that's
here's the better question. Here's the better question. Where was the Super Bowl? What was the Super Bowl at in 2015? This is why I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Santa Clara.
Oh, you giving Eli some heat?
Oh my God!
Eli playing in the warm weather. You know how Eli playing the warm weather.
That's crazy.
Nasty.
All right, keep it pushing. Keep it pushing.
So Donnie, who you think should be 18?
Keep it pushing.
I'm down for 2012 Ravens.
All right, Nigel, who you think should be 18?
Same. Yeah, I had 12 Ravens.
No, that 05 Steelers team ain't worth a damn.
Hold on. Durag,
It's gonna be next up anyway.
Who you think should be 18?
Ravens. They need electrical malfunction.
Early. Who you think should be 18?
I'm going with that. Still, let me see. I got ready to look at this list. 16 Patriots that beat the Falcons, Eagles 2017 team with Nick Foles, Patriots 18 team, 19 Chiefs, 20 Bucs, Rams, that Eagles team last year, Chiefs team the year before that. I ain't gonna lie, that Chiefs team the year before that wasn't that good too. They're gonna be a little low, but not them yet. I'm going with that 05 Steelers team. That 2023 Chiefs team wasn't that good. The team that beat the 49ers last year?
That was a historical defense. Shit.
Wait, what you talking about?
That 2000, I'm saying
historical. That defense was fucking on some shit
in the playoffs,
bro. There are so many more defenses on this team.
No, there's not. There's really not. There's not.
Okay, so I'm gonna say right now that Broncos 2015 team is better than them. That I'm gonna say right now that Rams, that Bucs defense is better than them.
No, it was not.
That Rams defense is not better. I'm sorry.
No, it was not. I'm sorry.
That 2021 Rams defense wasn't better than the
No.
That defense was
that Chiefs defense got like they're less than 10 points a
that
game.
Rams defense was 3 players. That's all it was.
That Rams team was 5 guys, 6 guys.
All right, cool. Were they better than the 2024 Eagles defense?
No, 20. No chance.
No.
Okay, cool. Were they better than 13 Seahawks?
The Legion of Boom? No chance.
Yeah. Were they better than 15 Broncos?
No fly zone? No chance.
No chance.
Okay. How we like the 2020 Bucs?
They were better.
It was better.
The Bucs.
How we like the 06 Colts?
Nah,
they were better than them.
Defense?
I'm going Chiefs.
Most of the Chiefs are better than most of these defenses.
Yeah.
That defense league got them to the Super Bowl.
Okay, Norman, who you think should be at number 18 for the Super Bowl team?
I probably got the Ravens.
All right, that's
we already got. You can put the Ravens, but young.
It's Ravens or Steelers. I don't think you're wrong, or I think it's one of those two.
Yeah, it's either way.
So are we down with this then?
That Steelers team, boy, that Big Ben was terrible. He was awful.
Quarterback was better than man.
Are we down with
I'm not
this?
gonna lie. I got an opinion.
I
I really don't think the 05 Steelers are like that much worse than like the 08 Steelers.
Yeah, I'm missing the team too. Oh,
Like,
never
I
mind.
think
08 Steelers.
The 08 Steelers, like
Nah, 08 Steelers. No. 08 Steelers was a problem. That's James Ferrier. That's Woodley and Harrison. That's
they were the best defense
that's
for the
Casey
league.
Hampton. That's Ike Taylor. No sir. That's
That's
Troy.
a big one.
No sir.
Hold on.
No sir. That defense was a problem, dog.
Explain, Norman. Go ahead.
Yeah, like people forget 08 Steelers were a league average offense and everything. And like that was like not Big Ben's best like year. That was like he was like pretty average. And like Big Ben, like I think Big Ben, like or like at least the Steelers offense was like a lot better in 05.
Their
That's
offense
why I
is better
didn't
than
think
05?
it's like not that big. The Steelers offense was a lot better in 05 than they were in 08.
That's the one with Jerome Bettis.
05 is the one.
No, they were just
That 05 defense wasn't better than 08. No, it wasn't.
No, I'm
I
saying
just
05
think defense
had
really
Jerome Bettis.
Antonio
It's not
Holmes.
offense, not defense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the 05 Steelers offense
08
was a lot
was more
better than 08.
With Antoine Randall?
Bro,
no.
it's just numbers, bro. Like they're just way more efficient in every single like.
I'm gonna give you that because Loki, that best receiver was Antonio Holmes. He was always garbage to me, so I give you that.
Yeah.
And also just like it's also like a coaching thing too. Like they just like Arians.
Oh, you like what's my man name? Damn, what's coach name with the white boy?
They just really, like Arians just really wanted to push the hell out of the ball, and like that just like it's extremely volatile to like.
That was also kind of a weird year because Arizona wasn't even supposed to make the Super Bowl that year. They were like a 9-win team, but then they just had a miracle run.
Yeah, like because like the Giants like me and Trent talked.
They were
about
elite offensively. That's why, Donnie.
Like,
that's the year.
that's
That's the
like-
year.
They were leading the playoffs.
3,000 yard receivers. Steve Preston. Antoine and Larry. That
The
was a hell of a
Giants
year.
we should have went back to back, but the situation happened with Plexico. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
LA was a weird
definitely.
year because like you could argue the two best teams from like a roster perspective, the Pats and the Giants, like didn't make it because of injuries.
Yeah, because Brady tore his ACL that year in that preseason game, and then
yeah,
that's when he changed that rule when we go going on and shit. So, all right, so Young, who do you think should be at 16 if you can see it? Young, you here? If you are, because you're not, because you made it.
The Eagles team was a little mid too, 17, but I guess.
Whoa.
Chill.
Anyways, Norman, who you got at number 16? If you had to vote.
Nigel, I'm gonna start making y'all niggas instead of saying whoa. I told you what y'all do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start making y'all name niggas without googling them. And name that 2017 Eagles team.
On what team?
Oh, y'all stupid niggas. Name the team then. Name the team through and through, because I can name them through and through. Name the team.
17 Eagles.
Don't just say shit. Oh.
No.
Name the team.
17. Where are you putting the 17 Eagles?
I don't know, but they ain't top 10.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. I
want to see how it proceeds until I say
he's saying. I thought he was talking about the 24 Eagles. Boy, I'm about to be like, boy, you.
No, hell no. That's what 17 Eagles team.
I told you. I know he's saying Nick Foles Super Bowl. So
Chad, I'm gonna start making these niggas name players because they sit there and get the ooh and on. Y'all niggas can't name niggas from 8 years ago. Stop faking like y'all know both, man. Stop it.
17
I can name that Eagles team. I can name that Eagles team.
I could probably name more players than you. What are you talking about?
I doubt it, Nigel.
Anyways,
let's
I think I might. I'm not gonna lie. I might go with like the 23 Chiefs. Like
that's what I was kind of thinking that. Okay.
Like that team's like
not 22, not 22, 23 Chiefs. Yeah.
I just said the 23 Chiefs was mid, and you niggas just poo-pooed me.
Well, that was Durag.
That was Durag. That was amazing.
Oh, okay. So the whole squad. Y'all know I replay.
I agree. The defense was really good. The defense was really good, but dude, that offense throughout the entire season was just.
It was awful.
It wasn't awful.
They really should have lost. If Brock Purdy could have stepped this fucking game up, they would have lost that team. They'd have lost. They had them niggas dead to rights.
Man, you can say that about a lot of these teams.
They had them dead to rights, bro. Jesus Christ, bro. They had them dead to rights. And low key. That 19 Chiefs team mid too.
Early, who would you say for 16, man?
Steelers, 016 Colts, Packers, Seattle. There's some teams on here that they just happen to win. I don't know. The Chiefs are contender 23. That 19 team wasn't that good neither. I'm gonna probably go honestly. I might go. Damn. All right, I'm gonna go.
Thank you. Do not skip this.
I want to say Saints, man. That 09 Saints team. I'm trying to think. I don't like that 09 Saints team. All right, I'm gonna go with either the Saints, either one of them Chiefs teams, or that Eagles team. I just like that 08 Steelers team defense really well. I think they carry a lot, but they can go back to back too. Honestly, they can go there too.
You're right. If you had a vote here, who you put it? Because I ain't gonna lie, y'all ain't say a team yet, and Drake Marauder's already saying them.
Thank you, Marley. They definitely agree with Durag, but okay.
Durag, who you going with? Yo, Durag, gang, you here?
Oh, so my shit muted.
Fix your mic, man. Fix your mic.
I'm thinking Packers.
The 2010 Packers? Okay. Nigel,
I'm already thinking Packers here.
What?
Packers? No.
I'm gonna be thinking Packers.
I think you're talking about the first team, the 18 Patriots. I don't think I'd have
18 Patriots.
I'd have them next though. I'd put the 20.
They could be there.
Who the 18 Patriots? They beat that Rams
the
team,
Rams,
right?
that Rams game, that 10-3.
It was that 10-3 game. Oh, that was terrible. Ugh.
I mean, the only reason we didn't get the Chiefs in was because of the coin toss. So
let me see the Chiefs being there. 17 Eagles, I wouldn't be mad at.
I ain't gonna lie, it's about 5 teams here. The only reason they even won the Super Bowl is because the quarterback on the other side was so mid,
you're a
dog.
Pats fan and stuff, but we were robbed of one of the best Super Bowls ever of Saints Chiefs 2018. We were robbed.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
That would have been historic, but I know it is what it is for you.
Hey, it's good for me.
But y'all gotta consider a lot of these teams only won because the quarterback play on the other side was terrible. Like that Osis coach team. Watch this. Got without Googling, guys. Who was the quarterback for the Bears that year?
I don't know. I was gonna love you Smith.
Rex Grossman, bro.
Hey, Trent, I wasn't talking to you, Trent. You a coach's son, nigga. I wasn't talking to you.
You sad.
Who don't know this?
Yo,
bro?
wouldn't talk. Trey, you be saying your little young posse.
All of us know this, man. Come on.
Like you're sad, bro. Like
Okay, how about this? How about this? Who was the starting receiver core?
The starting receiver.
Brandon Marshall, nigga. Hell if I know, nigga. I know that man.
Who's starting receiver core? Yeah, chat. They don't know nothing about Barrier. They don't know nothing about these niggas, man.
Nigel, who you got at 16, man?
Nothing about Bernard, man.
I'm not
87.
actually no. Their route was too hard. I can't put the Chiefs there.
No, nothing about Moosin.
Their route was hard. That is a good call.
Their route was so hard. That's the only reason I'm not.
They were underdogs in every game, but the Dolphin game.
But the Dolphins.
Who are you talking about?
The 23
Chiefs.
team.
That's why I can't.
They had to go through Lamar and Josh, and they had to beat the Niners. That's a good call.
Honest, in terms of total team quality, I wouldn't even be mad if we put the 15 Broncos here because that offense was so bad. Like
it
that
was
offense
awful.
I agree.
Awful.
It was.
I wouldn't be mad at it, even though they had a generational defense.
I think I'm gonna rock with
that defense. Drags Brock Osweiler through the
I kind of like that
playoffs.
shout. I kind of like that shout by Dave. I think.
Yeah.
That Broncos.
I might actually. You know what? Screw
that Broncos offense was so bad.
It was awful.
Because 2010. Like Rodgers was like great, but he wasn't like
Rodgers was great. The next year, that's when Aaron Rodgers.
The next year was when he became Aaron Rodgers. So,
but that Packers defense, people forget.
It was
very good defense.
That's elite defense. What's his name? I think it's a 1 year Rodgers had top 5 defense.
That was Charles Woodson, Tramon Williams. I think Nick Collins was there.
Nick Collins was there. Nick Collins was there.
I ain't gonna lie, that Patriots, that 14 Patriots offense is bad too.
I honestly think 2018 Patriots. We're getting closer to that.
The 14 Patriots offense.
Yeah, it was good. What are you talking about?
Me personally, I probably
14 Gronk.
I probably would.
Okay. 14 Gronk. Who else?
Amendola, Edelman. Wait.
We just
went 2014, and they had a really good O-line.
Yeah, they had the best O-line in the league.
They have a really good O-line.
I give you Edelman because Edelman was gold in the playoffs. I ain't give you Amendola.
I might. Wait, what track?
No, I said 9.
He was literally injury prone.
I'm voting for the Broncos.
Well, you there?
Broncos too.
I'll agree, Trent. I'll vote for Broncos too.
Yeah.
That offense, even though DT and Emmanuel Sanders are like 1,100 like plus, that offense still.
All right, so
but that Broncos team spanks that 06 Coast team.
So Trent, in terms of voting, it's 2-2 with Packers and Broncos. So if you want to go down, you can.
Yeah, I'd go 15. Yeah, I can't.
That offense was so bad. You're right. I go Broncos. That offense was so bad. It was so bad.
Okay, we can go Broncos.
I'm gonna go Broncos too. I'm a lot higher on the Packers than you guys are.
They had nothing.
Likewise. That was
the defense was really good. I mean, that is the only defense in Aaron Rodgers' career that was top 5 in points allowed, if I recall.
If Von Miller didn't get possessed by Lawrence Taylor that game, man, I tell you,
possessed. No, he was like that the whole season, buddy.
He was like, he
got a whole season worth of.
Is he the best defender to never win a decoy? Is he?
Yes.
He's got to be top 3.
I lied. Darrell Reeves, my bad.
I'm about to say, Darrell
Reeves.
Good call. They're sneaky.
He's probably the best. He's probably the best edge rusher to never win decoy.
Yes, he's the best. Yes, yeah. I kind of forgot Darrell didn't win it that 1 year.
Did Troy Polamalu ever win decoy?
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, he did. He did win decoy. I'm tripping.
Yeah, no, Troy won a decoy. Troy won it like 2010, I think.
Troy Polamalu won.
Polamalu won it.
He won DPOY in 2010. Yeah, the year.
Did James Harrison win DP? Did James Harrison win decoy?
In 2008, he did.
In 08, he won decoy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Trent. Yeah.
All right. So if I had to vote for 15, Jesus.
I think I'm gonna say the Patriots on 18.
It's one of these Patriots teams. I ain't gonna
lie. 18 to me is worse than 14.
Whoever y'all go with, I'll vote for it. I can't.
I mean, Norman, you're the Pats fan. Which team do you think was the worst?
Definitely 18. I think 16's one of the 16's going to be relatively high for me. 14's like a mid, out of all these teams, like a middle of the pack team, and then 18's it's not that great of a team.
I'm down for 18 Pats next. I'm down.
You me too. I'm down. 18 Pats. We play 18 guys. Just to get out the way, because the top 10.
Y'all letting these. Never mind. Because Coca go offense. So never mind. I'll get that.
Because
I have a question. Where are we putting the Rams? Because that team really is just 6 people, and then McVay.
But damn, those 6 people though.
I ain't lying, 6 people.
I mean, you had Jalen, you had Donald, you had Vaughn on defense, and then on offense it was Stafford.
Why are we acting like that Rams team wasn't like very good?
It was very good.
Well, it was very good.
Saying it's 6 people.
It was, I mean, because Odell during that.
Them 6 people were like, good God.
Like
what?
6 people?
6.
I don't think
they're running.
It was Matthew Stafford. I'm gonna give you Odell and Cooper Kupp. I'm gonna give you Vaughn, and I'm gonna give you Aaron Donald, and I'm gonna give you Jalen Ramsey, and damn, I can't. That linebacker core was mid.
John Johnson. I guess John Johnson was actually good.
Is y'all saying it or not? That shit damn near a super team.
John Johnson was good that year too. Okay, no, the Rams was not. The 2020 Rams was not a super.
The only thing that they was lacking, bro. The only thing that they was lacking.
Run game.
That's the only thing that was lacking.
The only thing the 21 Rams would be so much better if they could run the ball. They just couldn't.
Yeah, I agree.
It was Stafford or bust. Stafford and Kupp or bust.
I mean,
they're not top 10 though. They're not.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I put them here, but they're going to be somewhere around this part. For me, anyway. I don't think they're top 10. That team.
Oh, you put the 18 pitches already?
Yeah, I did. Up next for me, I'm down for 2023 Chiefs. I'm down for that.
You think 23 is better than it's worse than 19?
19 is better than
19 had a squad. 23 was terrible, y'all. They shouldn't have won that Super Bowl, dog. They shouldn't have won that Super Bowl.
They had Devil Magic in that Super Bowl.
They should have.
I mean, Dave. Let me ask you this.
That was just all Patrick Mahomes.
Dave, let me ask you this: What Niner team was better, 23 or 19?
23. 23.
23. Y'all niggas said 23 was good for so long. Now we don't change history now.
I think it's 23.
Defensively, it's definitely 19.
Yeah, defensively,
they're better at 19, but like I think there's a step up on offense because Purdy's just better.
Offensively, like McCaffrey, Purdy, I think
23 defense was more well rounded. So I mean, but
and they had better weapons.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, when you got 20, when you got 19 defense on a scale of 1 to 10,
9. They're like
when you had 23 defense,
9
with 23 defense,
7.5.
Secondary is very
7.5. Now let's do the offense between 19 and 23. That gap crazy, ain't it?
It's the same.
I don't think it's that crazy.
It's crazy. No, it's crazy.
McCaffrey. No. Actually,
McCaffrey and Ayuk
I'll actually agree with Earl here.
The pass game was way better, and the run game was still just as good. And the O line was better because you didn't have Trent
Kittle.
You didn't have
but you had Joe Staley, who was really good at the time.
Trent Williams.
It wasn't Trent Williams though.
And Trent
Williams not on that 19 team.
That's fine.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, all right. Settle down, fellas. It's like
same
like 9 to like 4.5. No,
it's like Dave. The right side of the line
and Donnie.
So you think the offense, Nigel? You think the offense for 19 is a point and a half behind the offense for 23?
The right side of that O line in 23 was. I mean, Kittle had to block the entire Super Bowl because the right side couldn't block.
If it's a 9,
you never had to worry about that with 19.
The 23
running game was still elite. Earl, that running.
No, the 2023 team literally had 2 top 5 MVP guys. What are we talking about?
Nigel, one game regardless.
Nigel, here's my thing. Like the offensive line,
the push per game between those two teams.
The offensive line, I know
the offense is so much better.
I know we're talking about Trent Williams, but like, dude, the right side of that O line was not good, dude. They had to put Kittle to block out there the whole game against the Chiefs.
I don't think so.
They had to.
I think it was more well rounded.
I can hear that. I can see why you put 23 over 19, but I don't think the gap between 19.
I think it's pretty comfortable. I think the defense still has pieces.
I think it's more bro, Jimmy, you don't understand how bad Jimmy G was.
It was like a 3 defense. The 23 defense was like hovering around what, top 10, 12.
But you just said the 23 defense was 7-5 versus 19 defense. You're telling me. So what do you have the offense then, Nigel, for 23 and 19? If 23 is what? Scale of 1 to 10.
The same gap, and if you're gonna stretch one, I'd say the 23 offense was better. Yeah. So I can
what? Give 1 to 10. Give me it.
So 23 offense 9.
2019 offense what?
7.
That's like
7.
a 7.5.
What the?
That's 7.
It's a 7. They were generating a great running game either way. If they had Raheem Mostert, Jeff Wilson,
the passing game was insanely. It's a though.
Their floor is so high with Shanahan that it doesn't even like. Yes, they brought.
But the passing game was way.
We are not comparing most of the Christian McCaffrey, right?
And the
Did you
passing
hear
game
what I
was
just said?
elevated
I
crazy.
just
So
said the
if we're
winning
not
game-
comparing, run through it then. Who had the better O-line? We can just run through it. Who had the better O-line?
I did. Oh my god! I'm saying
Nigel,
the
don't confuse
running game
yourself.
floor is so high with the
2019.
Shanahan.
Let's talk about talent, Nigel. Who had the better O-line, Nigel?
2019 O-line was better.
I get
Bet. Who had the better
passing
receivers?
attack was that much like it was not a day.
23.
Who had the better running back?
23.
Who had the better quarterback?
23.
So what are we talking about?
If
If all you can count for is the O-line and everything else clears, what are we talking about?
We're talking about the fact that the 19 offense has a floor that even with Jimmy Garoppolo, even with Raheem Mostert, it was always going to reach that. And their defense, I think, was significantly better than 23.
I agree.
I think the passing game. I think the offense is
defensive
significantly better
line,
than
the
23.
defensive line gap is big.
The 23 defense,
23 defense was top 5 in the league. What are we talking about? That has to make sense.
Eric Armstead,
They
Nick
should've won
Bosa,
that game.
DeForest Buckner, like
The 23 defense got ran through in the playoffs. I don't know what we're talking
We know why. No, we know why that happened.
Yeah.
Well,
niggas playing 20
that's not
yards off.
happening. But that's
We
not
know why that
happening.
happened.
That's not happening.
That wasn't their fault.
It wasn't a personnel problem. I'll tell you
They
that.
turned it. They did some weird shit in the playoffs. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I didn't even put that out. Sala versus who was calling the defense in 20? That was Steve Wilkes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
was some nut shit in the playoffs. I don't know. That shit was weird.
Tell me that doesn't matter.
I think the offense is that big of a gap though.
Yeah,
we couldn't pass the. We could barely pass the ball in 2019.
Y'all didn't trust Jimmy G for shit that year, dog. Like
Bro,
literally,
we averaged 30 points per game in 23.
Yo, so I've been in and out. What's this topic? What y'all talking about right now?
The 23 49ers versus 2019 Niners.
Angle, hey, and the path we went through in the 23 playoffs, hey, shit.
Man, Brock Purdy was gold. And Brock Purdy wins that Super Bowl, we talk way different.
Who did you beat that year?
I'm a MJ
Packers and the Lions. They beat the Packers and the Lions.
The Packers, the Lions, and the Packers, the Lions, and one more team.
Wasn't there like a crazy drop?
No, that was it.
That was it. Just Packers and Lions.
Yo,
Yeah,
JJ.
they got the one.
Oh, the Broncos is the best team in the league.
You seen parts of the list? You see what's going on?
Yeah, I seen a little bit, man. But when I came up here, man, it seemed like there was already full send. Dave over here flying off the cliff for that the 49ers defense with Robert Saleh, man.
Well, I know about Robert Saleh.
The defense that you was just talking about, gang.
Which one? 19?
Yeah.
What about him?
I was just saying I joined and you was already jumping off the cliff for them. So I was like,
Jumping
yeah.
off the cliff. I don't know about that.
All right, so JJ, if you had to vote for 14 and the winning teams left, obviously you see them. Who do you think goes at 14?
Yeah, I got the 11 Giants, 07 Giants, 12 Ravens, 5 Steelers. Jeez Louise, okay.
It's tough, I ain't gonna lie.
Because we get into the nitty-gritty soon.
Yeah, it's very nitpicking at this point.
I feel like y'all let of gas this 2010 Packers team, but I really don't think they should be that high.
They're gonna make top 12.
I don't know.
I don't know, because they could go right here and I would not be
That
mad at it.
hold up. That Packers team had everything. Let's get something very clear.
Go ahead and talk about the Packers, because all I'm not
You
even
had Charles Woodson. You had Tramon Williams, who was still a top 10 and 15 corner that year. You had Clay Matthews that year. You had B.J. Rogers that year. It was some heat on that team that year, dog. It was some heat on that team. Like
all these things.
You had what's my man name? You had was it Collins?
Early, we could do it early. We could do it with every single team left on his list, though.
Yeah, Nick Collins. That man, stop it, man. That was a good team.
All these teams.
Now talk to me about the offense.
Playing it like
that's the
that offense. That offense had Greg Jennings, Jordy Nelson, Donald Driver.
No, whoa. Jordy Nelson.
2010.
No, Jordy Nelson wasn't there.
a little bit of name watching, but I get his point. I get his point.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Early, they didn't even have Ryan Grant, so they had Brandon Jackson. They running back.
It was
cool. You had Greg Jennings, nice. Wash Donald Driver, and then nothing else for real.
Oh, you had was your Michael Finley that year?
Rodgers was nowhere near the peak.
Michael Finley didn't play. I don't think he played that year.
Rodgers was nowhere near the peak of his powers too.
In the playoffs, he did.
Like Rodgers
was still like a
Michael Finley played 5 games.
Rodgers was still really good, but he was not like.
I forgot they had James Jones too.
James
Jones.
I'm about to say James Jones.
He aight though. He aight. Like
who was the running back again? Trent, wasn't it Starks?
It was Brandon Jackson because Ryan
Brandon Jackson.
Yeah, it was Brandon Jackson. Like James Jones was aight. Like Nigga,
I'm gonna say all these teams. You can name a couple guys that were good. Like all these teams are good. Like,
as me personally, I don't have a problem with the.
Don't say the Packers go right here, and I would not be like.
I wasn't gonna say. I just because I'm surprised that a lot of y'all didn't because you know Aaron Rodgers. Anytime you hear him, especially with
they had Jordy Nelson. What are we talking about? Stop playing with me,
bro. But he wasn't on nothing.
That was not his first good year. Was
it? That's like rookie year Jordy Nelson. I think
they had Jamarco Finley too. They had Jamarco Finley.
Yeah, he played 5 games though because he got hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. AJ Hawk, nasty. Ryan Pickett.
We could do that with every team on this list though.
Nick Barnett.
We can.
Yeah, look, I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know what the rest of y'all, but I do think it's between them.
If you put Packers, I'm not push back on it.
It's between them.
I'm taking the Packers over the 09 Saints, man. Stop it.
Ooh.
Stop it. Let's talk about the 09 Saints team.
Hell no.
But do you think the Saints team is a top 10 team?
And I don't even think the Saints team are a top 10 team.
I was gonna say, I wasn't even gonna lie to you. You said heck no, but I'm looking at what Early said, bro. It's between them Saints,
because to be honest, if we keep it
and them Colts,
the what's the name? I'm taking the Saints offense over the Packers offense, and then the defense in the same realm. That's Bounty Gate Saints. Nigga, them niggas, it was on that. Like. This is the same team that got signed. Payne. Well, he got suspended for how long?
The whole season, wasn't it?
Yeah, he got suspended the whole year.
Who you like? Be for real, Trent. Who you like on that Saints? Who you like on that Saints team for real?
Who I like on the Saints team? You still had the last few. You had, I think it was like the last good year. Darren Sharper, Roman Harper. You had Will Smith, RRP, Jonathan Vilma. Like there was some guys on that squad. Remember Charles Grant? There was some people on that squad.
And I can name that many players for the Packers. And let's go to the offense.
Here's the thing: they have
the offense.
They have a better offense.
They did not have better offense.
The 09 Saints was better offense.
Yes, the 17 Eagles on this conversation either.
They are.
Why would
you like the 09 Saints offense over the Packers offense?
For 20, that 2010, yeah, I do.
I think
why are the 17 Eagles in this conversation?
Actually, the 17 Eagles probably not in this conversation. They probably a little bit.
I didn't even. Trent, you're gonna have to take over. I gotta go.
Hold on. So, all right, bet. Give me.
Have a good night, y'all.
All right,
all right,
Donnie.
Yo, peace.
Yeah, I might be get to this list real quick. But
why are we taking on that?
I don't know. As I said, we get into the nitty gritty because it's kind of hard. Like, we get into like the teams that like we get into the last part of like the 14 through 10. Like, so it's like, who y'all want to put for real? Who puts it on my screen?
Oh, that Eagles offense.
Let me what's his name? So let's just do that. So Nigel, if you had to go to 14, who are you picking at 14?
14. I think this is where I'd put.
Yeah, I'm still here, but look, I think I'm not gonna lie. It's between the 10 Packers, the 09 Saints, and
if you had to pick one, JJ, who's it?
In the 2006 Colts, and I think it's the 2010 Packers.
All right, Nigel, who you got?
We still haven't put the 18 Patriots, right? Or did we already put them?
Yeah, 18 Patriots, 15.
It's already on there.
They 15.
I can't even see.
Them, I ain't gonna lie. Them old like.
How about this?
Out of the 2010s, them teams got weak, man. Them Steelers, Saints, and Colts fans.
I can't see the screen.
You can't see it.
I can't see the what you call it. Tough. Okay, my junk is bugging. Then that's why I keep forgetting these things.
So how about this? So hold on. Do we all agree?
Let me lead it. I'll come back.
Y'all hear me? We straight?
Yeah. You talking about Nigel?
We all agree that like around like 14 through like 11 is like the 09 Saints, 2010 Packers. Who else that we talked about, JJ?
I said the 06 Colts.
Yeah, 06 Colts ain't that good neither.
Yeah, because that defense was really like Bob Sanders. It was like Bob, Dwight Freeney, Robert.
And Robert Masters. That was literally it. And
then you can argue.
I think Gary Brackett played for that team, if I'm not mistaken.
You can argue the 23 Chiefs are in here, but the thing is, the elevation of those players is what is. I mean, that's a recent team though, but like it's to the elevation versus that 49ers defense and the way that they played.
Yeah, but it's like JJ, like I get you, but it's like if we talking about elevation, then like the 2011 Giants, that ass wouldn't be last though.
Nah, but
certainly those.
Because you're talking about a dude elevating with the squad that was already solid versus the one dude that was already like elite, best quarterback in the league, elevating freaking garbage.
Yeah, I can get with that.
Guys like what was it? Juju went from freaking basura one season ago to actually being a serviceable wide receiver.
Man, Patrick Mahomes is just that good.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And so, that's why I said I was surprised when y'all just said what y'all said about the Packers, most of y'all, because I thought y'all would have treated Aaron Rodgers like how I'm about to treat Patrick Mahomes with this Chiefs team, which is why I don't know. Like he could fit in that realm, but I don't know. Like how about
this? So can we just all agree collectively, Norman too? I don't know if you want your input. Like I said, like 14, 13, 12 is like the 2010 Packers with the 2009 Saints. You got the 06 Colts around here, like. You know what I'm saying?
I'd agree, like 06 Colts, 09 Saints. I don't know.
I think the Saints are the best team out of those three.
I do too.
I think the Saints are the best team out of those three. And arguably, you can argue the Colts and Packers are interchangeable. But,
I don't agree with
the Packers. I'd take the Packers.
You would take the Packers over the Colts?
I might take the Colts. That offense was goaded.
Yeah, why would you take the Packers over the Colts?
Yeah,
I'm looking at Dallas Clark. I'm looking at Marvin Harrison. I'm looking at Reggie Wayne.
Yeah,
and Joseph Adai was an all around back. Those dollars he'll give you 500 receiving and 800 to 1,000 rushing. He wasn't no scrub.
Okay, that was rookie Adai, and also playoff Peyton was
awful.
He was okay.
Yeah, he was bad.
Even that year.
Hold on, Trent. You think I said the Saints are the best team out of the three?
Oh wait, hold on. I didn't mean to put the Saints on.
I agree.
Hold on.
So you think the Packers are better than the Colts?
9 Saints are better than the 21 Rams.
No, Colts better than the Packers.
I think the Colts are better than the Packers.
Colts better than the Packers.
The 09 Saints might not. No, they're not better than 21 Rams. I'm sorry.
The 21 Rams are being a little ignored here.
They're not better than the 21 Rams.
Bob Sanders for DB season, year for year. We talking about just that one season. It's like top 5.
I just really might have
it's
a
top
point,
5.
Though. The Packers
really
top
5 DB season.
The Packers are better than the Rams. I'm sorry. The Packers are better than the Rams.
The 10 Packers are better than the Rams?
I disagree.
Yes, they are.
I disagree.
Based off of what?
21 Rams. It's roster. Okay, here. It's roster versus like how they actually perform.
I know y'all like Aaron Donald, but he's just one guy.
I mean, how the team played was still damn good.
Packers had a better defense than the Rams.
You said you like Aaron Donald, but you forgetting about Von Miller.
Von Miller was
Von
Miller was. We not act like Von Miller was Von Miller beforehand. Like,
in 21.
Miller.
That was the last.
Von Miller was what in 21, y'all?
That was the last really good year of Von Miller.
That was his last
They traded for Von Miller. They traded for Von Miller on a 1-year rental. They didn't know they was gonna happen for 1-year rental, but they got a 1-year rental off of Von Miller to win a Super Bowl.
And he wasn't as impactful, y'all making him think. He was the same way DeMarcus
Ware
was.
Hold on. Wait. Did this man not go from averaging having like 2 sacks to then getting like 6.5 on the last stretch of the season?
That's actually not crazy. That's actually
early. You're being.
I actually don't think that's crazy,
bro.
Because
Von Miller freed up Aaron Donald so much.
Hold on. Not just talking. Nigel, what do you mean it's not crazy?
It's not crazy because I think 15. I think Broncos Ware is underrated. I think people think he was just like it was just last legs Ware. Ware was still very good, and I think that's what Earl was saying. Like 21 Miller was very good, and he opened up stuff for Aaron Donald, but he obviously wasn't 2015, 16 Von Miller. I think that
did Von Miller not go obviously, but like did Von Miller not go from like having like 2 sacks that season? Like people thought he was literally like washed to the freaking brim.
Yeah, he got his new legs in LA. I get
and then
that.
he stepped in LA and got like 6.5 sacks within like the last 5 games of the season.
That was something DeMarcus Ware was capable of in 2015.
But we're not talking about DeMarcus Ware in the Broncos right now. We talking about the LA. We talking about what he.
Look, if I think from a team perspective, bro, I think the bigger gap between the Packers, 2010 Packers, and the Rams is literally the offense. I think the Rams offense with McVay is like that shit is.
McVay, Cup.
I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. That Rams defense literally brought out people that y'all were saying that people didn't even expect to be. Taylor Rapp I'm talking about Taylor Rapp right now. Think about this real quick. When's the last time we brought him up?
That is
Ernest
true.
Jones.
John Johnson III, like
Darius Williams.
Ho. Taylor Rapp was like that last year for the Bills. What are you talking about? With the big helmet? With the big helmet? Oh, he was really good last year.
Yo, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
I ain't watched the games. Y'all ain't watched the games. Did you watch? We could pull a film on Taylor Rapp last year. He was.
Pull it off. We're talking about
He
Taylor
helped them win
Rapp.
games last year, like literally solely.
Please, bro. We do not be bored. I do not want to be bored. Please.
Taylor Rapp? Are we serious?
Yeah, like come on.
Taylor Rapp has elevated his game.
Man, Raheem had them boys going crazy.
With the big helmet, he
Raw had them boys going crazy. You had Aaron Donald. You had Von Miller. Who's the other D tackle that they had? Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting right now.
I'll put it in right now.
Exactly, you forgot him.
No, I did forget him, but he was going crazy. Oh my gosh. They had Ernest Jones coming off the edge.
Greg Gaines?
Ernest fucking Jones. Jesus Christ.
Are we serious? We got Ernest Jones right now?
Jones, nice. We can't downplay Ernest Jones and then try to.
Ernest Jones is good.
Like
Oh, Jay, they had Leonard Floyd too.
Yeah.
Darius Williams. Oh my God.
I said that Darius Williams. Everyone thought that Jazz got a freaking nice corner duo once they got Darius Williams.
Okay, so let's go to the Packers. So we know the Packers had Clay Matthews as in his prime.
Yeah, Clay Matthews was like that.
AJ Hall, BJ Rogers was one of the better.
They had the
Packers
better
defense was
secondary.
better. I think
mind you, Trent, all y'all talking is D-line. Other than Jalen Ramsey, when we go D-backs and we go linebackers, Packers clear.
Darius Williams was like that. What? Like, hold on. When I say like that, as a number two.
Yeah, but he wasn't even close to Tremont Williams.
No, you're right. But he's over here trying to sit here and downplay that.
Williams, Charles Woodson, and Nick Collins.
Yeah, Nick Collins
was
Jordan Fuller, Taylor Rapp, Darius Williams, Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. The offense is what gives me the quick. Like, the offense constantly pushing me.
Even
And the offense is what puts the Rams over. The offense is what put the Rams over the Packers.
Defense, we still got that star power that the Rams did. Like, bro, like you
still had the conversation with the defense a little bit because, bro,
that's what I was trying. That's what I was bringing up is the fact that the defense, even though that the Woodson and all the boys are better, the defense as a unit.
Nigga, you literally had a receiver who almost went for 2,000 yards. You picked up OBJ late, who was still bugging before he tore his ACL. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, he was bugging on a torn ACL. He didn't even know it was already torn.
Yeah, he really was bugging on a torn ACL.
OBJ was bugging. Nigga, Stafford led like fourth quarter comebacks in that postseason too. Like
Stafford was going crazy.
Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, that's why I said you had a receiver who really obviously almost went for 2,000.
Robert Woods.
Then coaching staff
was hurt. Robert Woods was hurt.
And then you put in Van Jefferson. That's my point. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That Rams offense. Andrew Whitworth
perform as well as
even that Packers defense had like 9 Pro Bowlers, dog. BJ Rogers was a Pro Bowler, Eddie Hart was a Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews was a Pro Bowler, Tremont, Nick Collins, and fucking Charles Woodson was Pro Bowlers. Like, come on, bro.
Hey man, I'm not gonna lie. Early, if it was just me and you talking, I'd be giving you a lot of respect for talking about these Pro Bowlers. But these dudes up here don't care about Pro Bowlers. That's the sad part about it.
But that's this era. In 2010, Pro Bowls meant something. Like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Pro Bowls is like damn, they had all pros, dog. Like, it meant something, dog.
I agree. No, let's just say what's his name? They defense was
really good. I think the offense is what pushed me.
Like I said, I still think it's more of a conversation though on the defense.
I just think the Rams' offense is just that much better.
The Rams' offense has more.
And the defense is still really good.
Yeah, because you got to think them boys still have Sam Shields.
I mean, okay.
Like the Packers' defense is better, but don't get it twisted. But the Rams' defense is actually still good. And then
I ain't gonna lie, the Rams offense, because OBJ did turn up towards the end of the season, but the Rams offense was really Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford. Who's the running back?
It don't matter. I'm not gonna
lie. They had what's his name? Darrell Henderson, but no, they had Cam Akers literally come back off of a torn Achilles and still going crazy.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
Cam Akers was
crazy. You can just say it was really like Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, bro.
And they had Sony Michel Odell.
Cooper Kupp literally had like 140 catches.
Who you think wins that game if they play each other?
The Packers or the Colts? I mean, the Packers or the Rams?
I'll go Rams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely would say the Rams.
NFC Championship game.
That's a good ass game, though.
NFC Championship game.
I 100% believe that the Rams would win.
And Rodgers.
And I'm never gonna lie to you. Though the one thing I'll say, because already the offense is already at a disadvantage. But not only that, It's a question I gotta ask every time. Who's stopping Von Miller and Aaron Donald?
That's it.
Sorry. Yeah.
Nobody.
Who's stopping Clay Matthews and BJ Raji?
You got a better chance. You got a way better chance of doing that. You'll get more stuff
You
than them
have a way
niggas.
better chance of stopping them boys than you.
Andrew feet wouldn't be fast enough for Clay. Y'all know Clay Matthews.
Yeah, the guy, the 20-year vet, the 20-year vet's feet that played Clay Matthews wouldn't be fast enough for Clay Matthews.
Okay, well let's do this then since we want to be petty. Charles Woodson on Cooper Cup. Prime Charles Woodson. Too.
Okay. Keep going.
Jamal Williams on Odell Beckham.
Keep going.
Oh, boy, what?
No, I'm not gonna lie.
Nick Collins in the backfield too. 6 picks that year. Lurking.
Like Cuff around still get his shit though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We not
do me a favor. Look.
Now talk about Sean McVay
Tell
coaching.
Matthew Stafford to no look
Talk about
past.
Sean McVay
Tell
coaching.
Matthew Stafford to no look past Sean Woodson. See if he don't pick 6 that shit.
Okay, but tell Sean. Yeah, ask about Sean McVay coaching.
I had to get out my big eye for a second because I was getting mad.
Ask about Sean McVay coaching.
Come on, we gotta keep it pushing. Hold on, we gotta keep pushing.
Okay.
Let's keep this shit pushing. I do gotta dip. So,
all right.
What's his name?
Let's knock it out.
Yeah. We got the Packers, Colts. Who else? Who's 12?
Steelers. I ain't gonna lie. Let's get the 17 Eagles out of here, y'all. Come on, y'all. We gotta stop. They up here too long.
I'm not crazy high.
They up here way too long, y'all.
Why are the 17 Eagles getting downplayed?
What do you get? Thank you, JJ.
We ain't gonna argue everybody, JJ. Goddamn, we not gonna argue everybody.
I'm not, but no, I gotta know because this don't even make sense. Why are we putting them out the top 10?
I gotta know too.
That Eagles
team, they had the best O line, they had the best D line. They didn't carry Nick Foles. Nick Foles popped off in the playoffs. But
honestly speaking, do we even have to acknowledge the fact that even if Nick Foles didn't pop off, we still got Carson Wentz, MVP Wentz, basically.
We didn't see Wentz in the playoffs, so there'll be a lot. But if Wentz could do what he did in the rest season in the playoffs, but what? I'll be way higher.
But he don't, and the only reason they blow out, the only reason they beat on the Patriots, that defense was awful, man. It was awful. That Eagles team, dog, that defense was awful, y'all. It was so bad. They didn't play Marcus Butler, and that was a back and forth game, man. It was bad offensively, man. It really was. I mean defensively. It was a bad defensive game, man. It's a bad defensive game, man. It was a bad defensive game. I don't like them as a total. I think that Eagles team, they're historic because that's the first Eagles championship all time, but I don't like them over these other teams. I don't like them over maybe the Steelers. Steelers can go. Never mind. Steelers can go. That offense is awful. They're better than Steelers. I said Steelers can go. Steelers can go.
Hold on.
These are all close. Like,
hold on.
The Steelers go here. Like the Saints, you could probably throw here. I would be like, okay,
I'm not trying to make sure I'm not tripping about these 08 Steelers because.
That defense was amazing, but that offense was awful. That offense was awful.
Yeah, it was really like
so the 17 Eagles not better than the 19 Chiefs.
That 19 Chiefs defense.
Wait, who better than the 19 Chiefs?
That defense.
I said the 17 Eagles not better than 19 Chiefs.
I kind of think they are.
Okay. I agree, Nigel.
Well, the Steelers need to go in here anyway. It's time. The Steelers have ran their course. Get the Steelers out of here.
Yeah, I'm not even mad at the Steelers. I'm not even gonna lie.
That 20th ranked offense. Get the niggas out of here.
That's fine. Yeah.
Santonio Holmes is your number one receiver.
He should be below those.
Get him out of here.
It was Hans Ward.
Yeah, Hans Ward.
Oh, hey, bro, we're gonna have to talk about this Hans Ward disrespect, but we're not gonna talk about it.
Oh, get his body catching ass out of here, man.
I'm dead serious too.
Hans Ward played 15 years, ain't never caught a pass with his hands.
In the future, we're gonna get to the facts on Hans Ward. Just know that.
Yeah, we can get to the facts, bro. Like,
get to the facts.
You literally early. He talking about we disrespecting him. JJ literally sent a message in the chat, literally talking about rank these wide receivers: Marvin Harrison, Isaac Bruce, Andre Reed, and Hans Ward.
Yeah, I knew Marvin's first. I knew Hans.
JJ, you ever heard a nigga named Hans Ward in they top 15 to 20 all time? I'm not
saying that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I see somebody saying.
Let me get my joke off, JJ. Every time Hans Ward name come up in the Hall of Fame, they say, "Yeah, but who else you got? Who else you got though? Not him. Who else?"
Okay, bro.
They put Sterling Sharp. They're like, get Sterling Sharp in here with them 8,000 yards. When we get Hans Ward,
a lot better than Hines Ward.
I need y'all to understand.
But Hines Ward had a full career. Hines Ward like 13 yards.
All I gotta say is this. This is the only thing I'm gonna say about Hines Ward, so we can keep it pushing. This man sent his list and said Marvin Harrison. What was it? Isaac Bruce, and then Gap.
Mm-hmm.
Who was it? Who did I say again? Andre Reed.
Yeah.
And then Gap again. Gap. Hines Ward. That is disrespectful.
Hines Ward is goated because he got a lot of
that is disrespectful.
But if you actually watch Hines Ward play, you know he was mid. But he do got 20 more touchdowns than Julio.
I think Hines Ward. Oh my gosh. I think Hines Ward is getting the Amon-Ra treatment from the early 2000s, and this is.
Amon-Ra is way better as a receiver.
Amon-Ra, I had to kick him for that.
Stop it! Don't do that to yourself.
What did you kick me for?
Don't do that to yourself.
Amon-Ra is clearly better than yo.
That's not what I said.
He's better than Hines Ward.
This is what I'm saying. Listen in comprehension.
He getting
Listen in comprehension. Did I say he wasn't better than Hines Ward? You know how many people are better than Hines Ward? That's not what I said.
You disrespecting Amon-Ra.
JJ, how
I said the treatment that he's getting for him getting ranked is the same as Amon-Ra. Do you not understand?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Y'all sit here and say every person and their mom is better than Amon-Ra, and now y'all doing the same thing with Hines Ward.
Hines Ward ain't good though. Hines Ward ain't good though. He ain't that good though.
Okay. Anyways, let's go.
Hines Ward is a definition of what's that thing y'all like to say? Longevity tax.
So why the 2019 Chiefs not at number 10?
Honestly, I think because if Jimmy Garoppolo can make a pass, they don't win that game.
Yeah,
I'm just.
I'll never forget the Demi Williams Devil Magic Game of Doom. Demi Williams was stupid in that Super Bowl for no reason.
Yeah, Damian Williams.
And they robbed his MVP too. They get that shit to Mahomes. Mahomes did not deserve that.
Yeah,
nah, I ain't gonna lie. Hold up, we like this. We like the Eagles over the 19 Chiefs.
Yes,
that's close.
Yes. It's close. It's close-ish.
That's close.
I
was at the roster. Hey, man, I looked at the roster. I damn fugot Frank Clark was stupid that year.
That's 16. That's 16 Pat's team.
They had a good D line. The thing is, like you just said, they had a good D line, but they secondary was Basuda.
The secondary was yams.
I already told you why, but I would think the 23 Chiefs would be like a 7 or 8.
If you had Eagles over Chiefs, I wouldn't be. You could go. I don't care.
We like that 16 Patriots team, JJ.
That's 16.
I don't want to talk about that 16 Patriots team, bro.
Yeah, I was like,
when you got them ranked, JJ? When you got them ranked, JJ? Where they ranked at? Where they ranked, JJ? What you think? Top 3?
We'll talk later, bro.
No,
that team is top 5 pretty easily, I think.
So how we feel about the Deflategate Patriots?
I ain't gonna lie, a lot of these Patriots teams overrated to me.
They lost one game with Brady.
That 16 team is y'all like champ too, but y'all, I'm gonna let y'all have it.
So I'm not gonna lie. I think the 2019 Chiefs go right here at 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think they're elite offense.
And then the Eagles team is right there.
I think they're an elite offense with a fake defense.
Norman, what'd you say?
You think the 19 Chiefs are worse than the 23 Chiefs? Because I got the 19 Chiefs open.
Oh,
nah, I do.
Yeah, we did forget about them.
You right.
We did forget about them.
I forgot. Yeah,
bro, but like it's literally polar opposites though. I mean, unless you value defense that high, 23 defense is high value defense with mid offense, and I'm not even gonna lie. Actually, no, it's high value defense with mid offense. 23 Chiefs to high value offense with freaking Chiefs defense. I'm not gonna front that defense aside. You remove. I don't like doing this, but I'm just saying you remove Chris Jones. That defense is literally nothing.
But I ain't gonna lie to you. That 23 Chiefs team, that's laser focused Patrick Mahomes. That's
right.
Laser. I'm talking about like killer. That's killer Patrick Mahomes.
Is with the 23
was 19 not
the
a
hardest pass of anybody here.
That's harder. That's harder. Steel. Blood icy. Patrick Mahomes.
I ain't gonna lie.
I was forgetting what Mahomes did in the 19 playoffs, where he has
with the comebacks.
But look at the team. Look at Patrick Mahomes.
That comeback they had versus the Texans was crazy.
Patrick Mahomes.
No, it was.
Patrick Mahomes, 19 Chiefs is like the rapper with all the fame, all the money, all the cars. 23 Patrick Mahomes is like I lost everything. I got to get it back.
Yeah, I feel like 23 Chiefs is like we got it out the mud. They try riding us.
I gotta get it back.
Like I'm not even gonna fight. If we really go based
my girl, my house, my cars.
This is Loki narrative based, but the thing is, the narrative actually isn't crazy, right? The fact of the matter is, the 23 Chiefs was a team that people were sitting here saying that they weren't even going to be in the Super Bowl, right? Saying that they were going to lose to the 49ers and that since they lost Tyreek Hill, they weren't going to be able to make up for what they lost. And now that Patrick Mahomes has no weapons on top of that. And then they sat there, made it to the Super Bowl with an elite defense and also an elevated roster of receivers and Isaiah Pacheco in their backfield and won the Super Bowl against the 2023 49ers, which, might I add, the 2023 49ers is actually a dang good team. Like, honestly speaking, shouldn't have lost that Super Bowl if any normal situation.
Nigga, 23 Patrick Mahomes is like Muhammad Ali when he got out of jail because they took his belt from him. I had to go get it. I had to go to overseas and whip on George Foreman to get it back. Like, that's Patrick Mahomes. That's a different dog. What he did, the nigga literally, I don't think did y'all watch that Super Bowl, bro? He drove down in overtime with 2 seconds left and got the tutty, dog. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, nah, that version of the Chiefs, you couldn't recreate that in Madden, dog. That version of the Chiefs is something I give way more respect to than 19.
Yeah, that's why I think 23 is better than 19.
So where do you guys got 22? Because 22 is like
22 is better than 23.
Yeah, 22 is better than 23.
22 to me is a lot like 19. They're like, both very good offensive teams.
But 22 got a better defense.
22 defense clears, I'm gonna say. Clear.
22 defense?
That Snead, even though they was holding the whole year, that Snead and Trent McDuffie.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. 22 defense is literally just 23 defense got a couple more additions on 23 and 23, but they're basically the same defense with a better offense.
Got fried by the Eagles.
I mean, every defense, every good defense gonna catch it eventually.
23 defense had all pro L'Jarius Sneed though.
And Trent McDuffie. And dog, again, you had to have watched the Super Bowl.
Because we gotta head out. So
all right, cool.
Yeah, you're right. Who you putting that 10?
17 Eagles.
No.
I'll go 19 Chiefs.
Early, who you putting?
Eagles.
Newman, who you putting?
19.
I got the 23 Chiefs.
Nigel, who you putting?
The 23 Chiefs.
JJ.
I got the 19 Eagles.
So I'm the break.
Or 19 Chiefs, my bad.
Damn, I'm the breaking point.
How?
You can just be the tiebreaker, bro.
No, you're not. There's no tiebreaker. There's no tie.
I'm gonna say, I think everybody. Yeah.
Oh,
it's me and Dave. It's me and Dave versus everyone else picking one.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, all right, bet. Same one. My fault. I was sure. So you said 2019 Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
JJ
cool.
Like anything with a bird.
I think next.
Shit, I don't even like the Eagles, so don't do that.
Next one, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Eagles. Get them out of here.
Shit. So okay, we all agree with the Eagles.
They've been here too long as it is.
Is it majority? Because I don't agree, but if it's majority,
I don't think I agree with the Eagles either, bro.
I don't agree.
think I agree.
Damn. Okay,
so it's not majority. It's not majority.
Not majority. So all right. So JJ,
bro, y'all gotta respect that Eagles team, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so JJ, who you playing? Actually, wouldn't it not be the 23 Chiefs?
I know who I'm playing.
Wouldn't it not just be the 23 Chiefs?
I think 23 Chiefs is better than that 2017 Eagles team, but
what?
Yes.
No, I don't. Yeah, it's the 23.
I'll take that 23 Chiefs.
It's definitely 23 Chiefs.
Roster, I don't even think it's that close. Roster for roster. Obviously, Mahomes.
Or no, it's either the 23 Chiefs or one of these Patriot squads.
Yeah, look, that's what I'm saying.
Ain't 14 Patriots. If we're going Patriots, it's gonna be 16.
We can go 14. We can meet in the middle.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, 16 is a whole lot of luck, but I'm not gonna be biased and hater. So
don't do that. Don't do that.
That's why I'm not gonna be biased and hater.
Norman, you agree?
Yeah, I think 14 is the worst of the Patriots teams. Yeah.
Do you think but do you think the Patriots should be there? Period.
They're like, I don't really mind it. I think like them and the 23 Chiefs are kind of buns.
All right, fine.
Dang,
cool.
He said them and the 23 Chiefs are kind of buns.
I muted early.
The resilience. I think the resilience of the Chiefs is what's got it.
Man, that 23 Chiefs defense is fucking historical.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not hearing them Chiefs better than any of these other teams.
That defense is too historical. Y'all know how historical that defense was.
Nigga, we have
really giving up 10 points a game.
Why are you not hearing the 23 Chiefs over the 16 Patriots?
Okay, my bad. That's like the only team I'm hearing that's over them. And maybe if that's the case, then bro, if that's the logic, then why they not over the 2021 Rams?
They should. To me,
why aren't they?
To me, they should.
Why aren't they?
Who you talking about?
They should be. I would put the Rams next.
Yeah, I don't think
I would definitely put the Rams and the Patriots. It would be the Rams 8 for me. The 16 Patriots 7.
Early, you muted, gang. I ain't gonna OD.
You're muted.
Hold up. It would be the Rams for me. The 16 Patriots.
Why are the Eagles still here though? Why are we still fighting for the Eagles though? Honestly,
Hold on. Come on, let you know.
The Eagles team is better.
The 17 Eagles will come after those two teams for me.
Come off the what?
The what's it called? What was it? The Rams and the Patriots. It'll go Rams, Patriots, and Eagles. In my opinion.
Do y'all agree with that?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Norman, Nigel.
I'm higher on the Rams than you guys are, but I don't really care.
Where would you put the Rams?
I think Eagles, Rams, and Patriots, but either way works for me.
Where would you put the Rams, Norman?
I got the Rams top 5. So
hell no.
They were a mini super team, so I mean I ain't tripping about
that offense, bro. It is really that offense. We talking about historic.
Yeah, that shit really a mini super team that people don't want to talk about.
No, it's not a super team.
I think people gotta look at how good they were. Like
it's just how good they were. Period. But that's the same. That's the same reason why I got the 23 Chiefs as a high value team because of their resilience too. On top of them already like having elite talent in certain.
How we feel about that 22 Chiefs team?
The 22 Chiefs is better than 23 Chiefs to me. So
okay.
All right. So what we? Okay. So you said JJ.
Nigel here. Nigel not here.
JJ, what'd you say was the order?
I mean, I don't know. Well, I want to see if these guys agree. Dave, how are you feeling about that?
I'm going Eagles.
I know who the top 3 is. I'll tell you that much.
Like I said, it'll be the 17 Eagles, the 16 Patriots, and then
I go Eagles.
Somebody had a fun zone.
Did I wrong? No. It'd be the Rams. My bad.
Somebody Chuck E. Cheese back there.
Patriots.
So you said Rams.
It'd be Rams, Patriots, Eagles for me. Now, how do you feel about that?
Rams, Eagles,
Patriots. I'd go Rams, Eagles, Patriots. I'd go Rams, Eagles, Patriots.
Yeah, Rams.
But no, would you even put the Rams or the Patriots there?
I'd go Rams, Eagles, Patriots. I'd take the 16 Patriots.
I'm going Rams.
Would you put the Rams? Would you put the Rams there? Period.
No, right there. What hell?
At 8.
Wait, that Patriots team is better than I think either of the Chiefs teams.
Yeah,
16 Patriots.
The Eagles is better than the Rams.
Why
you think the 16 Patriots better than the
23 Chiefs go at 6. 23 Chiefs go.
Yeah. The 23 Chiefs are.
They still had a great offense.
I'm not gonna lie, the 23 Chiefs are not better than 16.
They're not better than the Rams.
I mean, they are better than 16 Patriots.
I know what we're doing.
I don't know about that.
23 Chiefs are not better than the Rams.
All right, so hold on. All right, look.
How are the 23 Chiefs not better
Rams,
than
Eagles? We're gonna put Rams, Eagles, Patriots, right? Cool. But okay, we got that out the way. Now we in the top 5. I'm gonna be real. So
this easy.
So get 4 and 5.
I want y'all to know right now.
It's no questions asked. I'm sorry.
23, 22 Chiefs.
23 is the 5. It has to be 5.
Yeah.
4 and 5
and then 22 Chiefs.
4 and 5 are the Chiefs teams. Period.
They back to back like in Super Bowls.
Wait, why would 22?
Yeah, 4 and 5. 4 and 5 are the Chiefs teams. Period.
Why can't 2013 Seahawks be right there?
You're tripping.
I'm asking you a serious question.
Because
JJ,
the defense night and day is obviously better than clears both of them. Night and day.
Wasn't the 23 Chiefs a historic defense?
No, it isn't clear.
Not even clear.
Yeah, but they're not better than
okay.
No, the last 3 teams, JJ, stop
Chiefs,
it, bro.
The
last 3 teams, so we know who they are.
The Chiefs became historic in the playoffs. I give you that. I'm talking about for the whole year and the playoffs. The Legion of Boom was on it. The Legion of Boom defense is better than the Chiefs defense. Period.
Come on, y'all. We ain't got to be here all day. 23, 22.
Plus, they still had Russell still good, Marshawn Lynch, and Golden Tate them boys. So I'm
23, 22.
So I'm not thinking twice. I'm taking them over this.
Bro, 22 offense. Come on, dog.
Yeah, the 2022 offense was crazy. Mahomes threw for 5,200 that year.
Yeah, the 22 offense was crazy, JJ.
It was.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. It ain't better than one of them other 3 teams that we know. Come on, stop.
It ain't better than Legion of Boom. I'm sorry. Normal. What do you think should be 4 and 5? Do you think the 2 Chiefs?
I got the Chiefs teams.
The Chiefs team. 23, 22.
23, then 22.
Yeah, what are we talking about?
I just think people forget too. The the 13 Seahawks were not a slouch on offense either. They were a top 10 offense.
At all.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm
Baldwin, Jermaine Curse.
We don't even got to speak about the top three. We know what the top three is. Get the Chiefs out of here. Thank you. Get them out of here.
All right, so I'm
Yeah,
a lot of.
we know what it is. Eagles, Seahawks, Bucs. We know what it is.
Whoa. Say that again?
I don't know.
Eagles, Seahawks, Bucs.
I might go Bucs over Seahawks.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm not going Bucs over Seahawks. Because
I'm going to Bucs over. I mean, I'm not going to Seattle over the Bucs.
Nah, I think
Brady.
So.
I'm definitely not going to Seattle
That
over the
defense
Bucs.
is so good. That defense is too
Hold on,
good.
let Early get it off because there's 3 people going to Houston right now. Let Early get it off.
That defense is so elite. That defense like a top 5 all-time defense. That's one.
Time out for a team. The team to me, Legion of Boom. That team is number 3.
I don't think so,
bro.
Let Early get it off real quick. I want to.
I'm looking at the team offensively. I do like the Bucs as a whole, but I'm telling you right now, the gap between them offensively and defensively is what clears it out. So on a scale of 20, because we're going scale to 10, that Legion of Boom is 10. That Bucs defense probably like a 7.5, 8. That offense probably the Bucs offense probably 9. That Seahawks defense probably a 7.5. Like
that Bucs.
And I'm being nice to that Bucs. That Bucs defense really like a 7.
That Bucs team would have beat the. It would have beat the Seahawks.
None of that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not going.
That Seahawks team would have mangled the Bucs team. Are you kidding me?
They didn't mangle the 2014 Patriots, but they gonna mangle the Bucs?
Nah, you can't. Wait, Tom. I ain't gonna lie. Wait.
I can't.
Okay, let me ask you something. Do-rag. Who you like better? Who you like better? You like 2013 Broncos or 2020 Bucs? Offense.
Bucs clear.
The Bucs offense.
And
you don't even talk about that.
You just made my point. You just made my point.
Whoa.
2015 Broncos. What are we doing?
What? Wait. Whoa. Yeah, that's the same with a straight face. The 2020 Broncos. The Bucs offense better than the 2013 Broncos offense.
Oh, he said 13 or it's 15?
He said 13.
Exactly.
13.
And they mangled them. And he just told me that the Broncos but you just told me the Seattle defense doesn't mangle the Bucs, but they mangled the Broncos.
So we compare him. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not serious.
That might be one of the best offensive teams ever.
It's the best offense ever.
They scored 600 points. 600.
That's good enough. I think Brady gets that bitch done. Cause I seen him do it every dinner.
No one to this day has gave you 55 touchdowns and probably never will.
Because look, 2013 Broncos offense clears the Bucs offense.
We're gonna start comparing Payne Manning to playoffs.
But Trent, mind you, I just said that Seattle mangles that Bucs offense, and y'all said no. But they mangled the Broncos offense.
I agree.
Oh no!
I don't think they mangled that Bucs offense like they did the Broncos.
I didn't say that.
I agree.
How don't think Brady comes up short like Payne did?
I think you can damn say Legion Boom manhandled probably every offense in NFL history.
Period.
But as a team, I mean, I can hear.
Better than enough.
I'm not tripping about it. I'm not. Now that you putting like that, I like
exactly. That Seattle team
get better than no fly zone.
That Seattle team get up so fast that man, they.
You think Legion of Boom's better than no fly zone?
Yeah.
By how much?
Not that much.
It is. Not that much, but it is.
It's not about that much.
Okay. The best way I can put this is because he made a good point that they still was handling the 13 Broncos, right? But the difference is, at the end of the day, we're talking about an offense. This one, y'all talking about Super Bowl winners, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about an offense consisting of Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, a top 3 offensive line in the league, a top 4 quarterback in Tom Brady. And y'all tell me right now that team right there, that man Tom Brady sat there and dismantled teams all year without Antonio Brown. Because earlier you were talking about teams before during the season too. The Bucs were dismantling teams without Antonio Brown.
Wait, hold on. I got you early. But to Early's point though, think of the Broncos had Demaryius Thomas, Eric Decker, Peyton Manning, who go through
Julian Thomas.
It's not comparing Peyton Manning and Tom Brady in the postseason. I'm sorry, it's not anything.
We're not changing the argument, bro.
Rob Gronkowski.
Gronkowski. We talking about bro. Don't just say his name like he was Rob Gronkowski.
Whoa, are y'all trying to downplay Bucs Rob Gronkowski?
Nah, Bucs Gronk was still on some shit.
Nah, Ben.
Doing this.
Y'all like Buck Gronkowski over Julian Thomas that year.
Are we talking
about? We're not doing this right now.
don't understand what we're.
Brooks Gronkowski, honestly, Rob literally didn't even need to retire.
How big of a difference is Legion of Boom for 13 to 14?
Okay,
how big of a difference is that team?
You said what?
How big of a difference is that defense from 13 to 14? Legion of Boom.
You said what?
How big of a difference was that team
from 13 to 14?
13 to 2014.
They lost a lot the next year.
It wasn't that much. It was that 13 was their peak year.
Okay, in 2014, we saw Brady didn't get dismantled in that Super Bowl with the 2014 Patriots. And that's a more valuable sample size than we're
talking about Tom Brady.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. But that's what I said. I like what Early was saying, but I like what y'all saying. So me personally, I still have the what's his name.
And Dave, that's the point right there. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We're talking about Tom Brady right now, who still was a top 4 quarterback in 2020 at that point, and he went against basically the same defense in 2014.
That's way more. That's way easier to compare than comparing.
I don't know, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, chat or anybody else. Did they lose their DC? I don't think so.
Hey, that's why I said, y'all both make good points. So that's what I'm saying.
The Seahawks?
I think it's Seattle, Eagles, Bucs. That's how I feel about it. Because the only separator between if Jalen Hurts was like in the elite realm, in my opinion, I damn near say the Eagles had the best Super Bowl team of all time. But I'm not. I had the best Super Bowl winning team of all time. But I'm not saying
the Eagles are number one. The Eagles are number one.
I'll say the only difference is between them two is the quarterback, and that's.
But the Eagles is number one, though, right?
No, the Bucs are number one.
Oh.
I'm saying the Bucs is number one.
Oh,
that's my time, fellas. It's 10 o'clock.
Oh,
I'm 30.
I'm saying the Bucs is number one.
Yo,
I got to go, fellas.
Hold up early.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold up early.
Yeah, it's a heel turn, I guess. Y'all thought I was saying
because you was over here arguing against us with early.
Early to be honest.
You got the Bucs, the greatest team of all time.
For a Super Bowl winning team, for what you want. Because let me look.
From 05 to 2024.
Wow. I mean,
because look,
it's crazy. Let him break it down. Let him break it down.
This is my separator. The Eagles had the elite run game, elite defense, the wide receivers. They were all this made a perfect team. The Bucs basically had that. They still had a great run game with Ronald Jones and Lenny. They didn't have Saquon. And I'm taking the quarterback gap over anything else on the team because you still had the elite weapons. The Bucs still had an elite defense, and I have Tom Brady.
The Bucs had the best linebacker duo in the league.
The Eagles literally had even when you come to your passing core, Cooper, Mitchell, and Darius Slay as a whole are literally you have your 3 quarters that will do work the entire game. They're going to have to work for everything they get. And I need you to understand that them working for everything they get plays into the Eagles' hands. Why? Because even if if it becomes a low scoring game in that game, I give it to the Eagles.
You had the last good. It was like even though Donkey still was still old, he was still good. He was still really good that year. It was the last really good. It was the last good year of JPP. They had the best linebacker duo in the league. Carlton Davis was still good. What's his name? Sean Montgomery was a good.
Is that Eagles O line not moving that Bucs D line around? Be for real.
They are.
They would.
Hey man. Okay, hold on now. So look, hey, I'm gonna turn this real quick. I'm gonna turn this real quick.
Coming through.
I'm gonna turn this real quick. Early. I'm gonna turn this real quick. Is that Eagles? Is that Bucs O-line not moving that Eagles D line?
No.
Why?
Wait, Early, I have a question.
Why?
Early, I have a question. Do you think Mekhi Becton and Cam Jurgens are really gonna be moving Vita Vea around like that?
I'm about to say they still have Vita Vea. You had Shaq Barrett going crazy, give
me a leg.
Wait. Trent. So we gonna let them slide by saying the Bucs O line not moving the Eagles D line?
I mean, Tristan Wirfs, Alex Kappa, Ryan Jensen, Ali Marpet. That was a damn good. That was a
biggest gap between both teams. The biggest gap between both teams is literally Jalen Hurts and Tom Brady.
If it comes down to it, we're going Brady every day.
Those are both top 3 O lines in their respective time.
They both still had top 3 O lines. They both had elite weapons. Both had an elite defense. the major separator is the quarterback.
You could argue that the weapons. You could argue that the outside weapons are better on the Bucs than what's
last
called.
good year.
But he ain't got to do much, y'all. He ain't gonna have to do much.
Gronk was still bugging. Gronk was really still bugging. Chris Godwin was still good. Mike Evans was still Mike. It's still Mike Evans.
Hey! Well, I got to get nasty now. Now I got to get nasty now. Name the cornerback play. Name the DB play for the Buccaneers.
Literally just said
Carlton Davis, Sean Murphy Button, and Antoine Winfield.
Murphy Button with Antoine Winfield Jr.
It's not terrible. It's
still
good. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. Man, stop it, y'all. Y'all being nasty. Stop it.
Dallas Goedert over Rob Gronkowski is going to be.
Who called Davis covering? AJ Brown? Barbecue chicken, like Shaq said. Barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken.
Nobody's covering Gronk.
Barbecue chicken.
AB, Mike.
They got better answers against Mike Evans.
Yeah, you think Zach Baumgart covering Gronk? N'Kobe D?
Like,
Chris
Gronk don't want no. Listen, that Gronk ain't what y'all think he is. So y'all saying they gonna win on Gronk alone?
Bro, they don't want no pieces with Gronk, bro. Gronk literally retired for the fun of the game. He literally retired just to do it.
We got a business history.
Nigga, Gronk was out there.
If y'all going Eagles, y'all not going Eagles number one, then
no, early. You see, unlike Trent, who I thought was going with the Eagles, because he was arguing against me and Dave at first, I am going with the Eagles.
I don't really care.
But I'm just saying, I don't think it's crazy, especially considering the fact that Bucs defense. I mean, you could say it's because of the Chiefs, that Chiefs OL and stuff like that, and the Chiefs offensive line wasn't that good, and they got dismantled. But like the fact that you can run 2 down linemen and win the game is freaking insane. It's gonna be honest.
But we gotta also look at that Eagles that
Vita Vea didn't even play the game like that.
That Chiefs offense though didn't have too much going for him neither.
That's why the 19 Chiefs were put as far as down as they were. Because aside from that, or not the 19, my bad, 20.
This is how I view it. Even though, bro, I think the biggest separator them is the quarterback play. If you want to say the running back play is the biggest separator, I can see it. I just disagree upon it. But I can see it though, because bro, nigga, Saquon.
But the run game is still efficient. It's not a
crazy. My thing is,
it's not as impactful.
If you still had an efficient run game between Ronald Jones,
where would 2020 Tom Brady rank in today's game?
Top off.
Brady, 2020 Brady, he'd be
top
he'd be top 5.
Top off.
Wait, why would he not be top 2?
I'll say top off for sure.
Because why would he be top 2 if people all factor Joe Burrow 3 spots under?
I'm gonna just say it right now. I think 2020 Brady would have an argument as best quarterback.
Why would 2020 Brady be over Josh Allen? And by y'all standards,
you said what?
Why would 2020 Brady be over Josh Allen? Y'all got Josh Allen Trey, I'm talking to you specifically. You got Josh Allen as your second best quarterback. Why would he be over Josh Allen?
Actually, that's a good question. I lied. Because I'm not gonna lie. When Josh Allen, I had Josh Allen over Tom, especially in 2021. So yeah, you're right.
Okay, so now I don't know who your third best quarterback. Lamar. Why would he be over Lamar?
I think Tom Brady's.
I think there's a
level ahead of a basketball.
Okay. We'll have another discussion right after this. But regardless, okay, you think Tom Brady would be the third best quarterback in the league at this point?
Probably would, but I think that 3 through 5 is it's an interchange between Burrow.
But you think definitively, if Tom Brady was in today's league, he'd be number 3.
2020 Brady would probably be top 3. Yeah,
I think I'd have him at 4. I'd have him at 4 above Burrow and then below Lamar, personally.
Okay, respect.
But he'd be in that mix of
he'd be in that mix though. I don't. If you say he was better than, if you say he's top 2, I'm not tripping about it.
So that just goes to show that he's that clear. Jalen Hurts. He's gonna be honest.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's why I'm saying I think the bigger gap is literally the quarterback, because you drop Tom Brady right now, 2020 Tom Brady right now. He has an argument to be a top 2 quarterback in the game. I don't think
he'll be locked top 3.
I don't think there's a sniff in the argument of Jalen Hurts being the top 2 quarterback in the game. I don't think there's a sniff in the argument of him being in the top 4.
Or 5.
I just bro, there's no way you can actually make the argument that Jalen Hurts is on the same tier as Brady.
You can't.
It's silly. It's silly. It's really silly.
If I can still have an efficient run
But the problem is you can argue that Eagles offense is actually better than the Bucs offense.
But I'm not tripping. But here's the thing though, JJ, let's get to the thing too before we head out. I ain't tripping. You gotta say the Eagles the best Super Bowl winning team? I ain't tripping, because I've been saying this shit's going to be an all-time team since after they signed Saquon Barkley.
But no, they literally have a super team of the super teams. Like,
yeah, they do.
You're talking about Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is still a top 10, borderline top 10 QB, period. And they're literally they are maxed out at literally every position. Their D line, top 5. O line, top 2. Freaking the wide receiving core, top 3 in the game. DB, their defensive back room, top 5 in the game. I'm not gonna lie, respectfully, even though that Bucs team as a unit, as a whole, right, were really dang good, bro. Straight up, like they were a very well-oiled unit. The Eagles were a well-oiled unit, and they are better at almost every other position group aside from the quarterback. And then their quarterback is still a leader of men and was able to put together a freaking.
I just think everything is kind of relatively close. Like,
I just think he's Jalen Hurts, the way he was able to hold together that team while also still having the freaking the amount of talent on that team. Like, you've never seen that much talent ever in your life, ever. Mm-hmm. Like Tom Brady, yes, he's clearing, but I'm not gonna lie, Tom Brady is one factor out of many. Like, you've never seen this much talent on a team win a Super Bowl in your life. Like, you will go and be 40 years old and think about the 2024 Eagles.
Yeah, I think the two teams I think they top two you will think about the most is the 2024 Eagles and the 2020 Bucs.
A top 2 running back in the game. Now you could say the rushing attack for the Bucs was what, top 10?
Yeah, top 10.
But you got a top almost one rushing attack in the league.
Top 10?
Argue.
It's what?
Yeah, the Bucs rushing attack was top 10 back then.
They were an uber efficient rushing game. They were like 4th in EPA per rush. Like, they didn't have the volume like that because they didn't need the volume. They were just
I remember specifically. I do remember. I remember watching them and knowing that they were getting their.
I gotta end it. You know what I'm saying? But look, chat. Appreciate y'all pulling up, tapping in with us. Been going crazy. We hit 2K probably like a week or so back. We're on the road at 3K. But yeah, man, we grinding. Appreciate Nigel, JJ, Durag, normally y'all pulling out top early. Bama chopping it up with us. We gonna try to get this college show back on the road. It's just been a lot of people can't make it on. They couldn't be able to make it on Monday, so go try to figure it out again. But we're gonna keep rolling the content. Got more data slate clips still out, coming out. More clips on the way from this episode and the past episode. Just keep tapping in with us, man. We're gonna catch y'all. We out.